How are ya?
How are you?
How I know.
Got a death. How are ya?
I don't have a lot of notes for last time because I just remember that what we did was we went
Yeah,
to
I only had like half a page.
the Abbey. I know that myself and Scatha got a lot of attention from people. I remember there was a group of guys that wanted Scatha to go teach him the song, so he went outside and started teaching them. I had a boy by the name of Druick. Yeah, Doric. Doric Brown came to me and asked me for some archery pointers, and after a little bit of a talk, he told me that if I'm ever around, to come by his farm on the north side of the road, on the road that leads to the west of town, towards the Axe Bend. And after that, we kind of just wanted to as quickly as possible, get into the deep down, dark deep down. And I always forget what you guys call it, so I just call it that.
The Underdark.
That's the one. And then, yeah, after some basically quiet. It's a basically quiet time. Other than the mushroom forest where we met the elf boy. I don't remember what his name was, or even if he didn't. He never gave us a name. I remember that.
He never gave us a name.
You know me. It's like the first thing I'll ask about any NPC.
That's usually an afterthought for me.
After, he didn't give us a name. We were kind of weary of him. There's a lot of mushrooms had hallucinatory effects, and the party, against my will and wish. I did mushrooms in the forest once. Okay, Raz. After against my wishes, ate the soup that this man made out of the hallucinatory mushrooms. Meanwhile, me and Anzu, my lovely little dragon, kept watch over everyone. And that was, other than picking up a few mushrooms, that was pretty much it. There wasn't much that happened. And we said goodbye to the boy after the night. And after a pretty short walk in the caverns, the stone started glowing, and we saw a group of 2 orcs and 2 goblinos waiting to make a trade for the slaves. Skulker went and scouted it out, and I don't remember exactly what we did that called their attention over. But they started walking towards us, and we made the rash decision to just continue with our original plan and have Darrow try to convince them that we're slaves that they're looking for. And it went awry. Here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss anything important?
I believe the last few moments of last session, Skulker cast the sleep spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, while Darrow failed 2 persuasion checks and was rating or how to handle the situation.
Yeah,
now,
I was stalling.
looking through spells. Skulker had already thought ahead and said, fucking casting this one. When in retrospect, I should have casted something else, but oh well. So
he prepared no shit button, and he was waiting for the moment to use it. He said, "All right, now," and he did it. Darrow was sitting there like, yeah.
Oh shit, but no, it was a fuck this button. Fuck diplomacy. Which button right here? All right. So, Connor, did either of the
Both the goblins are asleep.
Both of them?
Yes.
Shit!
Well, that helps, because they're the ones with the dark vision. So if we turn off the light, I think both of you guys have dark vision, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And Anzu has dark vision.
I didn't know if we actually had a light up.
I think we had a torch up.
We did.
So, yeah. So you guys have dark vision. I don't. Anzu does, though. I can probably take shots in the dark, but I know for a fact you three can do some damage.
I feel like if you're taking shots in the dark with no dark vision, that sounds like disadvantage, and it sounds like enough disadvantage that Mr. Devil DM over here would be like, "Oh, and that one, you impale Darrow with your arrow."
Oh, let's be honest. It'd be a nat 1 followed by a high or low.
We could do like called shots, or we could do, because like Anzu is my companion, I could
How
like
about-
just.
I'll keep the torch up for now, but it's going to be an option.
But the orcs don't have dark vision, so like they'll definitely be at a disadvantage, and like we know for a fact they're gonna fuck us up. Like, it's better to have one person at a disadvantage on your party and like disadvantage their entire party than just hope and pray that I
Oh.
can hit like shots.
Wait. Waiting. We got a thing last session. We picked up a fungus
See,
that, when eaten,
gives you dark vision.
gives you dark vision. I think I would have told you to eat that this morning.
This morning? Does it last that long?
As
So are we
like,
retconning
when
it?
we left. Like when we got up and left. I don't remember if I told her to do so, but I think I said this is for
I would
you.
have said hold on to it until we know where.
No, he did give it to me, but I didn't eat it. So yeah, I could eat that.
Okay. I don't remember how long it takes to take effect, but
I don't either. I don't think I have anything on that.
Eating it would take an action, and it would probably take another round to set in.
But it's something. I can be out for
Might be
2
worth.
rounds.
Yeah. No, you could still shoot for the second round just with disadvantage, or you can prep.
Yeah. Or one of you can try to call the shot for me.
Alright. On that note, Skulker. you're
Oh
up.
shit! Right. Okay. There's. Let's see.
Put out the torch. Just put out the torch. I don't know who has
Am I
it.
the one holding the? Am I the one holding the torch?
I think I'm the one holding the torch because I was the one feigning to be the slave master.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Okay. Do I want to do anything special? No. I don't have advantage, right? Okay. Nope. We're firebolting orc on the left. Music. Yeah.
Alright,
Start it
roll
up.
for it. That's gonna be a nah. Firebolt sails wide off into the cavern behind the orcs. Kiri,
Okay.
you have a higher dex mod, so you will go first. Also, before we go any further, do you want Anzu to be a part of this fight?
Yes.
Alright, I'll put him on the board for you.
I was gonna drag him. Put up on
And,
the left.
yes. Alrighty, you're up. You have a higher dex mod, so since you guys tied, you'll go first.
I'm going next. Yep. And we still have the torch up. Yep.
Mhm.
Alright, I'm gonna go straight for that beautiful orc skull because, let me get my pages up.
Wait, you mean the fungus?
Oh yeah, I need to eat the fungus, huh? I'm gonna eat the fungus. You're right.
Alright. So combat breaks out. Skulker casts sleep. You see the two goblins kind of collapse to the floor, and then he fires a firebolt wide over one of the goblins' heads, missing the orc he was aiming for. And Kiri, at the sign of trouble, drops like everything, or like starts digging through her backpack and breaks the jar out and begins like chomping away at the fungus. It is the orc's turn. They will move in sync. Alright.
Don't get
Darrow
broken.
and Skulker, each, please defend yourselves once.
Please don't eat shit.
Breathing. Okay.
I almost went sane for a second.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. No, hold up. If that hits, I can add +5 from shield.
You can. Would you like
Yes.
to?
Yes.
Alright.
Does the spell say if you
It
can
does.
It is
determine to use it after you know if it's going to hit?
Yes.
It's a reaction.
It is reaction triggered by damage.
Fungus.
Gotcha.
Triggered when you take damage from an attack.
Gotcha.
Or sorry, when you are hit by an
So
attack.
I'm
and it
guessing
can't
a
deflect
13 is
that
going to
attack.
hit.
Yes, a 13 is gonna hit.
So are you going to use your spell?
Yeah, I'm using it.
Alright. -1 first level spell slot. So, Orc on the left charges up to Darrow with a big, broad overhead swing, comes down with his great axe and tries cleaving Darrow in half as Darrow raises his shield to meet the blow with a resounding, like, donk, 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 sort of like traveling throughout the cavern surrounding you guys. As Skulker is met by the Orc coming from him, who tries swinging kind of like across his body, and Skulker sort of like goes to dodge and realizes he's not quick enough, and like, what does your shield spell look like? Like, do you like cross your arms or something and like the shield like forms around you? Or
Yeah, fuck it up.
alright. And that happens. Now,
The Witcher, he weaves a Witcher sign of defense.
yeah, let's go with that.
I would say it's that with maybe one arm raised over my head, like when you're covering, but just with one arm.
Arrow, you're on.
Okay. I am going to cast the command spell at a second level so I can target both of them.
Okay.
I'm going to give the command, I think I want grovel.
Grovel?
Yes.
Alrighty. And what's your DC again?
My DC is a 14.
Orc on the left saves. Orc on the right immediately drops to the ground and just begins like, I'm so sorry, Mr. Horka. I just didn't realize that. And like, I don't know. The spell takes effect over him.
Gotcha. So, let's see, what does grovel do? Falls prone and ends its turn, so it's prone.
Yes.
It's on its knees.
The goblins snore away, oblivious to everything going on around them.
Oh, bonus action, I dash the torch. Can I do that as a bonus action?
Yeah, I mean, if you're just like dropping it.
Well, I'm chucking that thing hard at like a corner somewhere.
Alright.
Why would you just strike it on the ground until it...
Because I
Put
don't
that
know.
bitch
I
out.
do whatever a bonus action if I can do a bonus action to get rid of the torch.
Okay.
I figure people can make an attack action. as
You
a bonus
accidentally
action.
throw it at a hobgoblin.
What?
Alright, Darrow discards the torch off to his left. It is right here. Still emitting light.
Damn it.
God damn it. Why would you do this? You had
I
one
thought I was
job.
gonna Put it out.
One job, Darrow.
I thought I was gonna put it out.
Did Anzu go? What's Anzu's turn?
Do you want me to roll initiative for him?
Right. Yes.
Right.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
Anzu had a 16.
Does he even have initiative?
Yes, it's just a dex check.
Okay.
Yeah, Beastmaster is the one ranger I do not play. Alright,
Right
so
on
he
top.
goes at the end of the order anyway.
Great.
What would you like Anzu to do?
I'm just gonna make him, use cold breath.
Okay.
Oh, Connor. Slight clarification. The spell says the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. It doesn't take its action until the start of its next turn.
Really?
So,
I mean, I guess they what's it called? They went before you, so I don't think they would have had the opportunity to like attack after you cast it, right?
well, that's what I'm saying, is that
What?
I was thinking, oh, cool, this dude's prone until next turn, but he's not going to be prone until his next turn.
Word. Okay, so the attacks on him won't have advantage yet.
Correct.
All right.
But that means that his next turn, he drops prone and does nothing.
Word.
Okay, so I need to roll this boy.
So it is a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. So let me. The one on the left, doing all right today. Kind of, sort of, just like doesn't even notice, as the one on the right takes the brunt of the 5 cold damage.
He still takes half damage though.
Yep. Yeah, he doesn't really seem to notice as his shoulder kind of frosts up. Also, I round down for
Okay.
what's it called damages, so he's gonna take 2.
Oh, good.
Skulker, you're up.
Alright, so... grappling hook in hand, I'm gonna go for the guy in front of me.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do it.
Nice. Fucking sweet, dude.
Doesn't give us any information, but nice.
No, that definitely hits.
Okay.
So you come and you just like rake the. Oh wait, it's piercing damage.
Oh, the sneak attack? No, that's... Why is that...
Oh, wait.
Probably set to piercing just because he expects a rapier.
Oh, yeah, that's
Or-
true.
The sneak attack does whatever damage it is at the
Same
weapon.
as... Yes.
It's 2d8 for the or 2d4 for the grappling hook. We said, right?
I believe so.
That's pretty nice.
No, it's,
grappling hook.
it's 1d6.
Yes. Yeah, 1d6, yeah.
Alrighty, even better.
Also known as
Well,
a 6.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty, so Skulker comes around, he rakes the grappling hook across the thing's chest, and like kind of like there's like a small spray of this sort of like dark maroonish blood that like kind of flickers in the torchlight as it flies to the air. Kiri, you're up.
Since it's still light, I'm gonna take a nice little shot at the boy in front of Darrow. Would these be humanoid creatures?
Yes.
Thank the fucking Christ.
I know, right?
That is a +2 damage for you.
There you go.
Oof. And that's the one on the right you're shooting at?
The one on the left in front of Darrow. Exactly.
The one in front of Darrow. Okay. So Darrow, there's an arrow that comes whizzing under your right arm and just like sinks its way like deep into the rib of the orc in front of you, and you see like it's sunk in so deeply that like really only the flights are left sticking out of this orc, and the rest of the arrow is completely embedded in this thing. It kind of lets out like a like you hear like a groan come from the orc, and it sounds like its breathing immediately becomes labored as a result of this shot.
Nice.
Favorite enemy is an extra 2. Alrighty. Where were we? Oh, nope.
Giant yawning chasm.
What the fuck?
Scrambles to the end of a dead tree branch.
What is that?
YouTube playlist.
It's a one.
Calm down to YouTube playlist.
Oh, you're
DJ
sweet.
about went AWOL on me. Well, I pasted the wrong thing and then I couldn't recover from it quickly enough. Alright. York's turn. So, orc on the right immediately falls prone and begins groveling. Orc on the left. Also, just because I'm curious, before I continue, I want to know what conditions break the command. Like, do they repeat the saving throw on its next turn?
It doesn't. It just ends. It's only one round.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was trying to figure out, like, how does this break? Like, what breaks this? That breaks this. Okay. So,
Time breaks this.
orc on the right falls to the ground and immediately begins groveling. You see, like, a look of disgust form on the face of the orc on the left as he, like, enraged by the arrow in his lung, or, like, in his rib cage, he's going to attack recklessly against Darrow in, like, a blind fury. So, Darrow,
All right.
I need you to defend yourself with disadvantage, please.
I
Not bad, dude.
What a hero.
Yeah. So the orc
I ain't
again.
no natural 20 though.
The orc tries repeating the same exact maneuver. It comes with a broad overhead, kind of like trying to cleave you in half type swing. And again, your shield meets with a thunk, thunk, thunk. That kind of like echoes throughout the cavern.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
Now that my hand is open, I'm going to draw my mace. I'm going to push off the weapon that just struck me overhead, hiss at him, and come down with the mace at an attack.
You're going to hiss at him, you said?
Yeah. I'm going to bare my fangs and hiss at him.
Alright. So roll it at advantage because he went recklessly on you. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. You come down, you try and sort of do the same, like you try and give like a big, like earth-crushing blow on this guy, and he just raises his hand and catches the mace with your fist, and you kind of like, or he catches your mace with his fist, and it's at this point that you actually get to appreciate how large his hands is. It's like a fucking catcher's mitt for size comparison. And he kind of just like, you manage to like yank the mace out of his hand, so he's not grappling you or anything, but he did kind of just dead your blow.
Yep, without missing a beat. Spiritual weapon right behind his back.
Okay.
Probably still not going to hit. Well, I rolled that one at disadvantage. At advantage also. Okay, that would have been advantage, so 14. Probably still doesn't hit.
No, what's it called? What is your spiritual weapon again? Is it like a mace? A hammer?
Flaming skull that headbutts people.
Skull.
Yeah,
It's
you know,
just
that
gonna
was,
look like a dick no matter how I draw it.
that was his next guess. You know, mace, hammer, flaming skull that headbutts people, rapier, scimitar. You know, just going down the list.
Scimitar?
Will that
Yeah,
suffice?
scimitar.
Yeah, I'll do.
Alrighty. Let me just group them real quick. Okay.
We need a token for his spiritual weapon. It's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
the head of Ghost Rider.
That's kind of, yeah. It's, yeah.
Alright. Goblins. Snoring away. Z. Anzu. You're up.
Okay. So for Anzu, I want to split his movement up. So I want him to jump in there. I want him to bite the groveling one and then fly back out to make distance.
Oh, no, don't attack the goblin.
Not the goblin.
The
You
groveling.
just said the goblin. Oh,
No, I said the
heard you
groveling
say
one.
Goblin one.
No.
Oh, you know, I probably should have attacked the groveling one. But I had advantage on the other one anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Anzu kind of tries like nipping at his ankle, but he has like really thick hide boots on, so he's not actually able to sink his fangs like deeper into the orc than just into his clothing.
This orc is groveling and is just ignoring a dragon biting at his ankle.
These are some serious motherfuckers.
Alright, Skulker, you're up.
Do I have advantage on him while he's still grappling?
Yep.
Shit. Well, I'm winding up my grappling hook for another shot, bringing it down. Here we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alrighty. Minus. And your dex mod is +4, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. And you come down and you just nail him, like, right at the base of his skull, like in the back of his head as he's, like, on the ground groveling. Kiri, you're up. Also, the dark vision has now taken effect. Granted, the torch is still lit, but,
Oh, okay. It's dimming enough.
No, the mushroom that I ate.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep on wailing,
You can
meanwhile I
move,
can.
because you're not in opportunity attack range with any of those guys.
Yeah.
Because the one groveling won't attack you.
Or is she in opportunity attack range?
No.
yes, they have glaives. No, they do not.
They have halberds.
What are they attacking with, by the way?
Great
Like-
axes. Whatever the two-handed 1d12 axe is.
Your own mace.
Well, one of them grabs my spiritual weapon and hits me with it.
Sticks the skull and just like chucks it at your face. I'm gonna continue hitting the one that is in front of Darrow.
Okay.
Which she also gets advantage at because reckless? Or is that only against melee attacks?
Oh, that's correct.
Okay.
You get one more roll with that.
What?
Roll it again.
He went reckless
Advantage.
last turn, which basically means he gets advantage at the cost of attacks against him being at advantage.
Oh,
also,
okay. So I need to roll at
Until the
advantage.
start of his next turn.
Gotcha.
Is
Here,
that
rolling
an
at
ability,
advantage.
or is that just like any character can be like, I'm going reckless?
It's a barbarian class feature. You'll
Oh,
see
okay.
some monsters will get it also, or like DMs will give it to monsters for like.
Depending on how brutish your monster is, basically, does it get reckless or not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 18 hits. So Darrow, another arrow comes whizzing under your right arm and like catches the orc like pretty similarly in like spot wise, except this one's more in the stomach and not really in the rib cage. And like you hear like the puncturing of flesh and like another like groan from the orc.
And they shunk.
Mm-hmm. As he goes reckless on you again. Also, he kind of like yells out something in Orcish as the other orc is kind of coming out of the effects of your spell, and you can tell he's yelling at the other orc. What's it called? The other orc is going to take an attack of opportunity from Skulker as he goes and spends his action waking up the goblin on the right. So Skulker,
Go get another one from me as well.
That is true. So if you both want to take one, go for it.
I'm going to use, since I have Warcaster, I can use a spell instead of a melee attack.
I was thinking about
So-
using that, but the thing is, isn't the spell going to be at disadvantage because there's an enemy within 5 feet of you?
No. Why would that be a thing?
If you're making a ranged attack, I'm pretty sure you have disadvantage on it if an enemy is within.
If the one you're targeting is within 5 feet of you.
Okay.
I mean, up to DM. That's the first time I'm hearing this.
Sounds legit to me.
I mean, I've never really encountered the trying to cast a ranged spell attack on someone that's within 5 feet of me, so that might be a thing.
I have also never encountered this rule. So for now, we'll just say forget about it, and if I find out anything different, we can run it differently later on.
Okay. So here's the other part. You can go ahead and roll, but I cannot because he hasn't left my range.
Okay. That's right. You have 10 foot. It's 10-20, right?
Yeah.
Right, so he hasn't left your threat range yet.
Yeah.
Alright. So Darrow, you want to,
Yes, I will. I'm making a cup of tea.
Ooh, I want
Okay,
to.
so spells. Ray Frost. Shit. Okay, so also disadvantage defense roll. Wow, that was bad string.
Maybe I should have waited to turn on the music.
No, that was perfect. It started at a perfect time.
So the Ray of Frost kind of like, you like plaster his back with it, sort of, as he like, you know, he doesn't even notice, because like you just see like the hide of his armor just like getting frosted and like glazed in this like ice, but nothing actually happens to the orc as a result. Darrow.
Yes. What happens to me?
So as you're like reaching out, trying to like frost this other orc that just left your range, the orc in front of you takes advantage of this opportunity to what's it called? Takes another swing at you, and it's like this same like overhead maneuver that he's been going for this entire time. I need you to take the D12 strength mod. I need you to take 10 damage, please.
Okay.
I'm not gonna apply the dex save like rules to what's it called? Like how if you not want a dex save, you take full damage. We're not doing that for the defense rolls.
Gotcha. Okay.
Also, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. I was looking for regular Megalomania. I don't know.
I mean, I've bookmarked it. Thank you for this.
You're welcome.
What am I looking for?
Better.
Alrighty. Man, I'm having shit DJ bot luck tonight. This is not what I was looking for either. Alright,
But it's good though.
so orc on the right, what's it called? Spends his action waking up the goblin on the right. Orc on the left comes in and cleaves Darrow like right in kind of like the shoulder of his chainmail. Darrow, it's your turn to respond.
Okay. Bonus action, attack with spiritual weapon on the one in front of me, which will be at advantage because he went reckless. Looking for my character. There it is. Advantage, spells, spiritual weapon. Starting to get there. Still probably not going to hit, right?
Oh, that is.
Sweet.
Comes in and catches him in the back with a resounding like thud as like this dull flaming ethereal skull kind of just like rams itself into the base of his spine. That's a D8 damage, right?
Yes. I had to click the thing in order to see what it was.
Oh, and it gets wisdom?
D8.
Cool. I didn't realize that.
That's why it's a skull, bro.
No, I didn't realize spiritual weapon dealt plus whiz mod damage.
Right. I also... Shit, I took off the wounds. So that's a ranged spell attack. I don't have any touch spell attacks, so I guess I'm just going to melee again. With advantage this time.
Alright. And what's your strength mod again? +2?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So you like, as your spiritual weapon's kind of like nailing this guy on like the base of his like spine, you come in and you like give him like a nice like crack in the shoulder with your mace. You can tell he's starting to get really pissed off. Insert flavor text for about to enrage here.
Can I also move 5 feet to my left and make some kind of attempt to put out the torch?
I'd say you'd have to be on that square to put it out.
Okay. I'm not going to move then, because right now I'm a wall between him and Kiri. So that's my turn.
Alright. Goblin on the right. Like, gets shaken awake by the orc, and the orc doesn't really do it in like a friendly, like, we're allies kind of way. Orc does it in like a basically kicking the goblin and just like yelling something at it in orcish, and the goblin kind of like wakes with a start and sort of and like sees its sleeping companion to the left, and the goblin runs over and wakes up its friend. spends its action doing so. Anzu, you're up.
Okay. Anzu is going to do what? I think we're gonna go with, going for the boy in front of Darrow. He'll do the same thing. He'll move in, take a swing, and then move back.
Also, wait, he would have had to have been here last turn, right?
Why?
Well, he was pro,
Providing
so he
tentacles?
bit and then went back.
Okay, so now he's gonna be where?
I'm breaking up his movement.
Okay.
So, like, he's moving in and
So the cavern falls into darkness as like the last of this orc's like yell is kind of like fading out, and how to describe this without sight? You hear like fuck it. The orc sounds really pissed off.
I can see him.
That's true. You see like a nasty like grimace like work its way across this thing's face as it like So I don't quite have flavor text for like it's in its enraged state now.
And I mean, I would see it because I have eaten a mushroom and it has taken effect.
And she does have dark vision now, so your party's all set.
Veins pop out of its head and beats its chest.
You hear it crack its neck while tilting its head to the side, cracking its knuckles like it's fucking go time, bitches.
So Darrow, I need you to defend yourself twice. It's gonna go recklessly on both attacks, so that it's just attacking normally.
Oh, word. Flat. 1, 2. So I see what he's doing.
Yeah, this orc clearly isn't too adept at fighting in pitch darkness. At least they have moonlight or something in the orc homelands when it's nighttime out. They're not really adapted to fighting in these conditions. Skulker, I need you to defend yourself also, please, just once.
Okay.
At disadvantage. Or wait, no, normally, sorry.
Woo! Nice try, DM. Fuck!
Yeah.
Good one, DM.
So the orc comes across and like you can see it coming, but you're expecting it to not be as quick as it is because it's in pitch black. The orc comes and just catches you like right in like the arm with its great axe, and I need you to take 10 damage, slashing damage, if that makes a difference.
Suspiciously the same amount of damage.
Done.
Alright, Darrow, your turn.
Bonus action spiritual weapon, the one in front.
Okay.
At advantage.
Yes, sir.
We out.
That's a...
It's a D8.
2d8, so that's 16
plus
A heck of a smack.
2 plus 2. Or plus 4 plus 2, because wisdom's a 4.
Mm-hmm.
So 2d8 plus 6.
Wait. 6? Where does the, for damage? Oh, wait, no, that was to hit what you were saying.
Yes.
Okay, word. Yes, alrighty. 20 damage total, in case you're curious. So this thing, like, the skull kind of just, like, catches this orc, like, right in between its shoulder blades, kind of, and sort of, like, hobbles it as it's, like, not expecting the force that it's being hit with from behind. This thing has been a nuisance up until now, but now it actually just got dealt, like, a really solid blow. The orc is breathing heavily now, and you can, like, the smell of blood is, like, fresh in the air as you go, like...
I'm also going to use my once-a-day feature as a Levistus Tiefling and cast Armor of Agathis at a 2nd level without using the spell slot.
Okay.
So I now have 10 temporary hit points.
Word. Alrighty. Okay. That was action, bonus action. Alright, you're set. The goblins' turns. So, they've been largely incapacitated for most of this fight, but now that they're awake, you see that they actually seem to have some kind of plan as they sort of like spread out. Let's see. God damn it. Skulker and Darrow. Defend yourselves, please.
Not a nat one!
It's
Good
better
night,
than that
Cleveland!
one.
You guys are rolling pretty well tonight.
That's the only thing that's keeping us in this right now.
Yeah, pretty much. So the goblins take out, like, you see they, like, remove these sort of, like, flasks from, like, within their clothes, and they both, like, huck them at you, and the flasks, like, both go sailing past you in opposite directions. Like, this one flies off, like, behind the party somewhere, this one flies off behind this way. And you see, like, bright flashes of this green, like, fiery light erupt as the flask breaks, and kind of, like, little tongues of flame for, like, a couple seconds after in the same location where the flask broke, but eventually just, like, fades into darkness. Like, not enough to actually light
Oh,
the
so it's not a
tavern.
continual flame. It's like it's a Molotov cocktail that's made with high-proof alcohol, so it goes away real quick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it too late to remind you that the goblin on the right deserves an opportunity attack?
For leaving his threat range.
Yeah, because I was able to attack him, and he is.
Word. Yeah, go for it.
Nah.
Not enough, unfortunately.
Okay.
You take a swing, but it's, like, rocky in here. Goblins are small. It's about the size of a stalagmite. Alrighty. Anzu, you're up.
Anzu's gonna go for one of the goblin boys, the one that's on. Actually, he's gonna come over towards me, so this one. And stick a nice old bill bite.
Okay.
And that one
Yeah,
shit
not
out
gonna
of
be
it.
enough, unfortunately. Goblin's, like, roughly its size and has dark vision, so it has enough, like, notice to see that he's coming and kind of, like, moves out of the way as Anzu starts, like, snapping at him.
Does Andrew's breath weapon recharge, or is it a X
One per day.
thing?
It is a 1 per day.
Word.
Skulker.
So Skulker is going to bonus action disengage from the orc on the left, take one step back so that this goddamn goblin is in range.
Alright. And you sort of just, like, swing your grappling hook wide and kind of like this crescent, like, horizontal arc, and you catch the thing, like, right across its throat. And you hear, like, this sick, like gurgling type sound as the goblin just falls to the ground and begins, like, bleeding out on the floor.
Skulker chuckles in character, like Josh just did.
So I'm leaving the token there now because it's dying, not dead, but it's, like, prone and basically bleeding out.
Okay.
So, like, it's gonna die of its own volition, or do we need to hit it again?
You could hit it to kill it if you wanted to. It's
Side
probably going
question.
to die at the end of the next round no matter what.
Okay. Suspicious.
I have a side question, Connor.
Go for it.
Did we ever take into account the fact that Anzu shares my favorite enemy feature?
Yes, he
Okay.
deals +2 extra damage to
Okay, cool.
any humanoids that he hits.
Cool.
E.
My turn?
E.
I'm gonna go for the goblin that's in front of Anzu and go for this. And 100 mark it.
Alright. So you sink an arrow, like, right into, like, the shoulder of this goblin, and it kind of just, like, definitely is, like, a solid blow, and you see its arm kind of go limp, but it's not its dominant arm, so you, and, like, you hear, like, a very, like, shriekish kind of cry from this goblin. Alright. It is also not looking good. These things do not have much HP if you can have that.
Oh no, that's what I had to scroll to check. Like, wait, I rolled hell for the sleep, and I got both of them? Oh yeah, I'm taking these fuckers out.
Smart. Very smart.
Alright, orc turns.
Yep.
one orc turns to the other and kind of just, or like, they know roughly where the other one is within this darkness, so like they're speaking to each other even though they can't really see each other. And the orc in front calls something out as it steps over towards Skulker. Skulker, I need you to defend yourself 3 times.
Oh shit, okay.
Okay.
So, would you like, if the first one was to hit you, are you going to shield it or you just want to eat it like a
I
G?
can't shield it, no.
Alright, so you're going to eat it like a G. I need
Here's
you
the
to
thing,
take...
shield has its own separate spell. Like, I can only cast that once per long rest of the
Oh, is that the one you took from Magic Initiate?
Yeah, that's
Word,
the one
okay, I didn't know that. Right,
so, yeah,
right.
I can never trade it out, I can never upgrade it, but which is fine because, like, it doesn't do anything in higher level slots.
Word up.
So anyway, no, not shielding. I take the first one for sure.
Alright, so I'm going to need you to take 7 slashing damage.
Okay. I accept the 7 slashing damage. May I have half?
You have no say.
Alright, Darrow, your turn.
Were any of those attacks made recklessly?
All of them.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to, again, attack the one that was attacking me. So that would be bottom guy now, with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
At advantage, because I can see in the darkness. Probably still not going to hit.
Not enough. He's kind of rocking his momentum back and forth like so like heavily with these blows at Skulker that it's actually kind of tough to hit him as he like moves.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'll be fine. Then action, I'm going to target the goblin with my Ray of Frost. The
Okay.
left goblin.
Oof. Yeah. So like as Anzu's kind of like they're both like squaring up with this thing, you kind of stick out your left hand, or I guess it's your left hand, right?
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. Like stick out your left hand and just a ray of frost just like streams out of your palm, and you see like the goblin kind of like goes to scream, and you're actually like ray of frosting it in the face, so you hear like the frost like hitting the back of its throat as it kind of just collapses to the ground, and like you can see it like breathing faintly, but it is like definitely like not doing too well. Frost in the lungs is never a good thing. Magical frost, I should say. Regular frost would probably just melt. But
It's like a snow cone. This one's not a snow cone.
it is the goblin's turn. Goblin on the right, with its dying breath, manages to throw another vial at Skulker. Skulker, I need you to defend yourself, please. Yep.
I knew something was up.
Vial sails wide. Basically a constitution saving throw, like, do I die like a bitch, or do I die trying? And he dies trying. Now, it doesn't do him much, but he tried.
Mm-hmm.
So with his dying breath, you see, like, because you have dark vision, you can actually see this. Like, he goes to throw it, and, like, as he throws, you watch, like, a particularly large spurt of blood leave the hole in his neck as he kind of just, like, collapses to the ground with, like, his arm in front of him as the flash just sort of sails wide and lights up a portion of the cavern over there. Which one of these guys is my initiative turn? All right. Other goblin. Not making that mistake. I'm done with those days. Dies like a bitch. All right. Anzu.
Well, he
you're up.
did get really frosted.
Mhm.
Munchkin time. The link I posted confirmed what I said.
Hmm?
That okay, if you make a ranged attack, period, like with a hostile creature within 5 feet of you, making it
Okay.
is
Good to know.
not the one you're attacking. So yeah.
Word.
Fun
That's good to
Munchkin
know.
fact.
Thanks. Knowledge is power, right?
Yeah. So,
All right. Anzu, you're up.
powers.
Powers, everything.
He's gonna run over. The orc. And Nope, gonna just
That
keep
advantage.
not wanting today.
That advantage.
Auto advantage. My bad.
Hanzu is still
Nat 20 incoming. Yep. Oh, wait, nope.
No, it's an 8.
I saw the bracket. I was like, and then
Oh, 3 instead of a.
the Zeppelin's throwing Anzu off. It's kind of loud in the cave, so like the music is kind of like, and, like it's tough to focus.
Did I toll dead? I didn't think I told the dead. Why is the bell tolling?
Skulker, you're up.
Shit. I was adjusting the music.
Fun fact, we were just listening to the song earlier on my stream. Yeah. It's on my metal playlist.
I'm gonna bonus action disengage from the top one to just step a little farther away and try to help finish off this one. It's with advantage, right?
Yes.
Alright.
All right. So you kind of come across with like a sweeping sort of like same sort of thing you did to the goblin, except you wrap your the chain gets like stuck around the orc's neck, and as you like rip the grappling hook away, you break the thing's neck, and it just falls to the ground lifeless.
Good fucking work.
Glad I turned the music up. Good time.
All right, Kiri, you're up.
Gonna do like an air side dash this way and make a lovely thing at an advantage.
Definitely hits. And your dex mod. And favorite enemy. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Up.
No, sorry. That was just my own thought. Nothing to do with the current. Sorry.
Alrighty. So, you all see the orc, aware of its plight. It hears its, companion falling to the ground. It's aware that the goblins have both died. You can all see this happening because of the dark vision. It reaches to its belt and grabs, this sort of, horn-looking thing and puts it to its lips. And you all hear, blasting throughout the cavern, just this sound.
Fuck. Was the one who just died or the last one standing?
The last one standing. Spends his action doing this. And you hear from deeper within the cavern a horn answer it. And that is his action. Darrow, you're up.
Okay. I am in darkness.
Yes.
So I don't get advantage on attacks against this guy, right? It's just flat.
Well, yes, that is correct.
Okay.
I was going to say, he blew the horn recklessly, but I was like, no. He's just been going reckless every turn, so it took me a second to remember that.
So what I said, oh shit, about was this. My spiritual weapon should have been doing an extra 4 damage every.
Really? Huh.
Mm-hmm. Because any damage, any spell that I cast that does damage to creatures that have blood, take an extra 4 points of damage because I'm poisoning their blood, basically.
That's cool. Oh, and it's 2 plus the spell's level, so
Yeah.
that'd be an
So
extra
it's a
3
second
on
level
the
spell.
things. Word. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yo, it's a cool
I
ass
keep
feature.
forgetting about that thing.
Yeah. Also, we're not I'm doing a lot of the micromanaging for damage, so I could see why it would be easy to forget something like that.
Uh-huh. Right.
That's good.
So I think what I'm going to do is, bonus action, spiritual weapon. It's going to be flat damage this time.
Mm-hmm.
Or not flat damage, flat to hit. Where is my fucking... There it is.
The spiritual weapon kind of swings wide. It goes for the same kind of shoulder blow that it did to the other one, and it just does not connect.
Need to kill this guy now.
Also, I'm really surprised. The other orc was in so much worse shape than this one.
Well, because we were just going to town on that one guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I had been I don't know. I clicked on him and saw the amount of damage. This one that's left, saw the amount of damage you guys had done to it. I was just like, really? Like, okay.
Yep. No, I need to keep that spell slot. Fuck. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go up and smack it because I don't think I have any damaging first level spells.
Okay.
No, I do. I'm going to do that. Please make a Constitution saving throw. Probably good at Constitution, but you know.
Hey,
For the
I've
try.
been rolling like shit. We'll see how this goes. Well, you guys have been rolling well. I like the defense roll system. I don't really need to roll like shit. Alrighty. You're
Fuck, I
16?
think my DC is
Oh wait,
14.
it's 14, right?
It's a 14.
Oh wow, and it's not. Also, it doesn't take half on the failed save. Or the pass save. It just takes nothing, right?
It's also poison until the end phase.
Right, I make a ranged spell attack. On a hit, the target takes poison damage.
On a failed save, it's also
on a
poisoned
hit,
until the end of
It's
the
a
turn.
ranged spell attack. I didn't roll anything to hit.
Word.
So it's a
First
D20
hit.
plus 6. Damn it.
What's going on?
It's gonna hit, but it doesn't take
Alright.
the poisoned condition. So it takes 2d8 plus 3 because of my blood
Plus
blood
two.
focus.
Oh, +3 because you're casting this in.
Right. Well, my blood focus allows me to do 2 plus spell level, which is the first level.
Yeah. I thought that.
Okay, so 2d8 plus 3.
I heard +4.
Alrighty.
But it is not poisoned.
Correct. Also, you can all see, because of the dark vision, a similar sort of like rage beginning to take over this orc as the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Anzu
wait.
was gonna just...
I skipped him in the turn order by accident.
Okay.
Go for it. I have corrected it though. You're good to go.
Beto. What he can do.
Alrighty.
Noms.
Yeah. Anzu kind of like sinks like just above the boot, like right in this thing's knee, just kind of sinks his fangs in, and you hear like this orc kind of let out like a noise that just lets you know like it is supremely pissed off.
Oh no.
Skulker, you're up.
Flag him.
Hmm?
Flag him.
What?
Flag him.
Flag him. Flash.
You can flank him with Anzu.
True, I could flank him.
Can I flank him? DM.
Yeah, I mean, you have enough movement, so like you probably could if you wanted to.
Okay.
Going for the long, elaborate, like wide flank.
So that you never enter his threat range.
Is this flanking? Is this... Okay.
Butterfly meme.
I flank him. With a hook to the throat. Not calling the shot, just flavoring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Wasn't supposed to be an advantage. Or was it?
No,
Wait, is that...
flanking means you get advantage.
Oh, well, shit!
Also, because
It's
an
dark
ally is within
vision.
5 feet, you get your sneak attack.
But isn't it like also dark vision still?
Doesn't it have to be adjacent to technically be flanking though? Because otherwise you could flank with ranged characters if you wanted to.
Yes, that's true. In order to flank, you need to be actually in physical. I think you need to be within 5 feet of them. That's interesting, because you can have ranged melee weapons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a reach weapon.
I think that is technically flanking. It needs to be like you're within 5 feet of them. I'm
Mhm.
gonna look up flanking right now.
Go for it.
Alright, so I will accept being within 5 feet of him and just bonus action disengage.
You know, that's
Right.
also fair.
So that is sneak attack is 2d6. Alright. He's not looking too good. Kiri, you're up.
This was
We're still shooting at advantage, right? Because he doesn't have dark vision. Did I miss something?
Was give me just a sec. And I will have a proper answer for you.
Rules as written says the creature must
Yes,
be
it would
engaged.
have. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt. I just
No, it's all
found the
good.
ruling.
I appreciate that. Like I say, it's always good to have a definitive answer. Yes, you would have advantage on him.
Okay.
For being in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's technically a sneak attack. It's technically a attack from cover.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Oh, that's where that was.
What was what?
I was wondering where the Hunter's Mark was.
Alrighty, so that
It's been there.
is 8, dex mod is 4. Okay. Alright. This orc is not looking good. Granted, they're all ugly fucks. Well, I don't know, unless you're into that kind of thing. But he is on his last legs. He's gonna get one more attack, and he kind of is like, you can see now he's kind of getting that cornered animal look, like he's getting low in his stance. He's kind of like breathing heavily, looking side to side, kind of like trying to see, what's it called? Trying to see like what he can. Granted, he can't see much. And he's just going to swing blindly at Anzu. He's going to go reckless. So it will be a defense roll at normal. Alright, so he's going to actually manage to connect with Anzu, like, right in the wing and, like, kind of the foreleg also, just because, like, the blade of this axe is so big. Anzu's going to take 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
So at this point that we hear from deeper in the cavern, just
They
another
return
blast of the horn.
Oh, god damn it.
I got this. That was on just no, that was oh shit.
That was
Now
Orc's
it's my
turn.
turn.
Darrow, you're up.
Word. So he just went reckless, so therefore I can attack him.
Mm-hmm.
With advantage-y things. So that's going to be spiritual weapon first. Advantage. Word.
So, like, you kind of, like, you're just like, fuck, horns, this thing needs to die now. And, like, you're kind of, like, raising your mace to attack it as your spiritual weapon slams into the thing. And, like, before you can even come down with your mace, the orc just kind of, like, falls, like, limply to the ground and, like, begins, like, taking his last breaths.
Are the horns
Quickly
like a...
searching the bodies of the orcs for the
I'm
bags.
quickly casting the horn sound back.
Good thinking. Can minor illusion create a sound? Yes, you create a sound.
Whisper to a scream.
So I mean, as
I think a
Like,
horn
yes,
falls
that was
within
like-
the realm of
Oh, I was gonna say that's totally legitimate. What's it called? Alrighty, so the orcs are both carrying 2 large backpacks. Upon closer inspection, they're both full of bombs. None of you have ever seen an orcish sulfur bomb, but they are circular, like, kind of pouch-looking things with fuses on top, so you can only assume. They also have hide armor, battle axe, or what is it? Great axe is the D12 two-handed axe,
I believe so. It's a great axe, yes.
and they both have war horns as well.
I mean, I imagine Kiri and Darrow should each take one of them, since I can make the sound at will.
I also have thaumaturgy, which I believe will allow me to do sounds. No. Oh, I create instantaneous sound from a point of your choice within range. This is a rumble of thunder. I believe a rumble of thunder is loud enough to be a horn sound.
Mm-hmm. Especially sound travels down here, so...
Okay, hold on to it anyway.
Yeah, I'm taking all this stuff and I'm putting it in a bag of holding. I'm gonna take a back. Well, okay. First, I'm gonna make sure that the backpack is not an extra dimensional space. It's just a normal backpack, right?
Make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Granted, the DC is pretty low, but okay. It is a regular backpack.
Okay.
I set the DC in my head at 5, in case you're curious. This next
I don't know a whole lot about these bags of holding things, but I've heard if you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding, like the universe rips apart. I ain't gonna fucking do that today.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that would derail pretty much everything I have planned.
Yeah, so I'm putting the bags and the
The
axes.
double bag of holding or the universe ripping?
All of the above.
And
Guys, we have to get another bag of
I
holding.
guess I'll put the horns. I'll put the horns in there.
No, I would say the giant bags of bombs should go. Like, is there anything?
No, I'm
else?
taking the bags of bombs first, of course. But what are you saying?
I'm saying the bombs should be the only thing in the bag of holding. If there's nothing currently in it.
The bag of holding has other stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, then do what you want.
Also, I know
Lump it all together. Whatever.
Wizards of the Coast sets a weight limit on bags of holding. I really
It's like
don't.
500 pounds.
Yeah, because micromanaging weight is a fucking not fun mechanic. As long as you're not trying to, like, put the dragon inside, well, not Anzu, like El Dragon Grande inside the bag, like, as long as you're not trying to blatantly abuse it, I won't micromanage it.
I'm taking my house with me. It's a mobile home.
Yeah, a mobile.
You can do that with a portable hole, but you can't do that with a bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So all that stuff is going in bag holding.
If all the bombs can fit, they definitely should. Because, I mean, that
Yes.
that feels both temperamental and, like...
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we should also try to hide all these bodies. So that if they search for them,
I assume
they
there was
don't
nothing
find
on the goblin bodies,
I didn't look for them.
in case you ask.
I was waiting for someone to ask about that. You find 2 flasks of greenish liquid on each of them, a dagger on each of them, 2 sets of leather armor for a size small creature.
So, could I give my bunny the leather armor?
No.
But my bunny is size...
So a rabbit is the same size as a weasel, but you wouldn't put a rabbit's jacket on a weasel. It's just it's don't say this.
Depends how well behaved the weasel is. You don't know. Alright, I'm definitely taking a dagger to add to my pitiful collection of daggers. And
Nothing special about the daggers. If
Yeah,
you're looking
just-
for flavor text on the flask, you now have 4 flasks of Alchemist's Fire.
okay. I'd probably give
So-
one to Darrow and Kiri
Okay.
as like
So just so you guys all know what that does, it is a ranged weapon attack. It uses your Dex mod. On hit, it deals a D4 of fire damage, and anything hit by it at the beginning of its turn will take an extra D4 of fire damage. And it needs to make, I believe it's a DC 10 dexterity check. To
Yes,
put itself out.
it is in the compendium. If you search alchemist, it comes up. So you can drag and drop it onto your character sheet to add it to your inventory, and it also has the description in there.
that.
I love the fucking compendium.
Compendium?
Yeah, right? Such a useful tool. Yo, wireless headset is like the best shit ever.
Dude, it's
Yo.
life changing.
It really is. I remember before I got it, I was just like, why the fuck would I ever need one of these? Now that I have one, I was just like, why the fuck didn't I have one of these?
Right, what was life before wireless headset?
Yeah,
I walk around my
seriously.
apartment all the time with this thing on. So, yeah, we should try to hide these bodies, and we need to get the fuck out of here. We
Yes,
got
we
what
do.
we came for. We shouldn't deal with the aftermath.
I mean, hide the bodies. What I
Yes, we should definitely
think-
probably move the body somewhere.
We should probably move them into a side alley or something and make it kind of look like they were attacked by creatures.
Oh right, we have the bombs. We don't need to go find those other. Okay.
Yeah. We don't need to deal with these other guys. In fact, we shouldn't deal with these other guys. There were no witnesses as far as we can tell.
So
I'm just trying to figure out.
can we have Anzu like bite their bodies a bit more before it's gross to make it look like?
Also, wait, hold on. Do
Attack.
we have like any animal goop that we've collected?
Yo, that animal goop is a moneymaker. Don't you dare spend it on
We also haven't
Adding-
we haven't gotten any.
trying to pretend this is a crime scene for other orcs who. Come on, they're not gonna fucking investigate.
I have a jar with a green potato, which I gave to you to eat. That now gave your eyes. I also have a jar of fungi number 76, which, if I recall, is a very powerful toxin.
The red, like, bean-looking stuff from the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could just light their bodies on fire.
The goal is to make it look like they weren't killed by people.
Or
The goal
we
is
could
to make
make
it look like
like
they
their
were killed by
Freaking
bodies
people.
aren't
fine.
here.
Fire would also bring attention to them.
Okay. Well, let's just fucking move them and go.
Are there any
We gotta
Are there any side tunnels?
Nope,
Close
it's like a
to
fairly
that where we
broad
came.
cavern.
So is it like basically a broad cavern all the way back to the fungus forest?
Well, the fungus forest is like, there's a tunnel you came out of, but the cavern itself that you've been fighting in is just like a large open space. And you hear another blast of the horn from the distance. Closer this time.
Yeah, it's getting closer. Okay.
We gotta go, bitches.
Yeah, if we can't think of a good way to rough these guys up or make it look like it was an animal, we should probably just leave. After
Okay,
taking all
okay.
the stuff.
Group them up to within 15 feet of each other.
We can do that. We can pile the bodies up, maybe towards the edge of the cavern, rather not like the middle of it.
And that, yeah, towards the side of the cavern, kick some dirt
Mhm.
around them, and then I'm gonna cast Silent Image to make it look like, to just cover them in additional rocks that look like it's just part of the cavern.
It's only going to last for 60
Yeah,
feet.
Oh, it only lasts for 60 feet.
If you move outside of the 60-foot range of it, it just disappears, I think.
I don't think so. Only because, granted, this could have been Jay's ruling that's throwing me off right now. When we fought the Beholder, and I had Hunter's Mark on it, I maintained concentration, and even though it was out of range of my Hunter's Mark, I still knew where the target was. 'cause
Oh,
of the
that's right. You can
concentration
maintain
spell.
concentration on things outside of its effective range. The range is just for its initial casting.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's okay. That sounds
Okay.
okay.
Yes.
Like,
you're
I-
correct.
I would imagine I can't move it if I'm not within range as well.
What? Move what?
Well,
Right.
Silent Image, I can move it, and like it talks about, you can make the object look like if you made a dog, you can make it look like it's walking, without recasting.
Yeah,
this.
but you don't need to move rocks. So just...
No,
Yeah.
I know, but like I imagine that I wouldn't be able to move. The
That is
image
correct.
without being in range. So
Yeah.
once I leave 60 feet, it either stays where it is, or I'm moving it to within 60 feet of us, which undoes it. Okay, so we have a definite 10-minute head start.
Right.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Closer this time.
Move.
We should just go back to where we came and find another way around.
Yes.
Or should we
Yes.
try to sneak
Let's go
around?
back.
Yes.
Go
Yes.
back.
Okay, so let's go back the way we
Two paths
came.
here, and one of them is no, so the other one is yes.
So let's go back the way we came and see if we can find a path that double backs
Yes.
and heads, because we're trying to
Exit not at the Abbey.
Yes.
Correct. We're trying to get to some town to the north.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yes.
Greenwich. No, not Greenwich. That's where we came from.
Is that an alcohol?
There are 2 towns to the north of you. One of them.
Grenadine is an alcohol.
No, not an alcohol type. An actual.
Yeah, no, Grenadine.
Grenadine is it's an alcohol.
Mm-hmm. So there. Those of you who are native to Ascalon would know this. Tyria, I do not think you would know this. North of Greenwich are 2 places. One of them. What?
What?
Glenfiddich. It's a ritzy Scotch whiskey.
Oh yeah, I've actually
My
had
boss
that one
bought
before.
us a shot
Word.
of it. That's what it was.
There's the human settlement of Croydon to the north, which is where Inquisitor Davos said he was from. And there's also the hill dwarf city of Ironhaven.
Croydon, there it is.
Yeah, that's the one we gotta go. Anyway, we gotta go.
Croydon is
so
where we gotta go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
We're running while this is.
We're heading south and trying to find a path that'll double back north.
Yes.
So you guys are coming back the way you came?
Yeah. At first.
Yeah, we forgot to keep up with the horn, so that's probably why they kept coming. Oh well.
No, we didn't. Did I cast it again? I'm not gonna cast it every fucking time. Like, of course I'm gonna respond with that shit. Do you want me
have
to go
to say
through that formality?
Yes, you have to go
Yes,
through that
I do.
formality.
I forgot.
I didn't.
So this is Croydon here,
Yeah.
and this is Ironhaven.
We gotta go to
Just in case you
Croydon.
guys are curious.
There you go. I'm preempting the next 20 calls.
Well, we don't want them to be able to follow us.
What's your point? We need to go to Croydon.
Oh no, I'm not gonna actually cast it 20 times. I'm just being.
Croydon was C or D?
Croydon
D.
is D. Ironhaven
Gotcha.
is L.
Gotcha. Yeah, so we're trying to go to Croydon.
L
Which
for
we
let's
entered
go.
the catacombs here.
Nope. Here.
Here. Okay, yeah, so it's mostly north.
Yeah.
Where we headed north in order to intercept these dudes also.
Yeah, so we
need
want to
to
just
double back.
north.
Yeah, no, I think at this point we have already headed backwards and are going down the path, trying to find a path that's going to break off of this main one.
Yeah, to go
So
north.
you're not going to the Fungal Grove. Just so I'm clear.
Yeah, we're just trying to find a path north.
If between the Fungal Grove and where we are now, if there was a branching in the cavern, I think we're going to take one of the other branches.
Okay. Let me roll some shit.
You meet some travelers again.
Fancy seeing you here.
Run!
Kiri,
Yes.
roll me a survival check, please.
Can do.
What?
Oh,
Boom.
nice.
So you can determine that at the pace you guys have been traveling for the amount of time you've been gone, you're actually most likely past Croydon at this point. If you had to take a guess,
wow.
you're probably somewhere under this forest right here.
Alright.
So you're looking for a tunnel that leads you south and like surface bound.
Yes.
So that was about 4 hours into your, what was this? I think this is your third day of being in the Underdark, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't think I was keeping track of days.
Okay.
Skulker drinks to forget how to keep track of days.
Fucking same. Alrighty.
Was the Mushroom Forest our first night's rest or our second night's rest?
I think that was our first.
Me too.
I think this is only our second day in the Underdark.
Okay, cool. So then, alrighty. So then ignore what I said. Forgive me. You're most likely directly under Croydon.
Okay.
Problem is, there aren't tunnels that go, like, straight up the y-axis. You're somewhere in this range here, from what you can tell, based on, like, your natural awareness. So you're looking for pretty much anything that's heading up.
Yeah.
Except
So
that's back at the orcs.
Well, yes.
To be obvious enough. But, like, I'm
Right.
trying to be obvious so that we don't get that.
Right. We are basically trying to get lost enough that it's hard to be followed, but not so lost we don't know where we are.
And we like to
Speaking
head
of which, I would like to try to cover our tracks as we're going.
Yes.
you're going to have to slow down your pace of travel if that's the case.
Nope.
Can I use my wings to kind of like blow like the dirt or like the dry sand or something just to like it's not like footprints, obvious footprints without slowing us down too much?
Hmm.
I could even fly
Probably
faster.
not, only because that would require like a decent amount of force. Like if you're standing there putting a lot of effort into it, maybe, but like moisture tends to like accrete down here, so like the soil and stuff that you do come across is kind of malleable and like heavy. It's not just like dry dirt flowing around.
So what if they keep it normal pace and me and Anzu fly, trying to put effort behind it, but because we could fly at a faster pace, we could still keep up with them?
What do you mean a normal pace? Dashing?
We
not
can
so.
fly at a
I'd say
faster
we should
pace
dash
than
for like an hour and then slow down and cover our tracks. Maybe dash for like 2 hours. To put some distance between us and then try to lose them.
yeah, just making sure that you guys are not slowing down, right? Like because I can fly faster than you can move.
You sure about that? How fast can you fly?
Don't tempt me. I can fly at speeds of 50.
Damn. I can run at 40. When you're flying, can you take the dash action so that it becomes 100? Okay.
Yeah, it's any
Damn.
movement.
Yeah, so we could keep moving at a normal pace and she can like cover our tracks and then catch up to us and then keep doing that and then
Yeah.
catch up to us.
Wait. Okay. Just to add to the dick waving contest, I can bonus action dash. Does that
Yeah.
mean I can also regular action dash?
Surely.
Yes.
Oh, 120, catch me.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Actually, 105. If I don't even have to shapeshift for 105.
Okay.
You get rogue,
Well,
man.
Anzu can even fly faster than me, so he's at 120 if he dashes as well.
I
Yeah,
have
I think
a
Anzu's
tail.
the fastest person in the entire party. Well,
Yeah.
person, air quotes, but
Okay, I can match it. For 10.
So I think we have a plan. We have a plan of action for.
Yes.
We're going to put some distance between us, moving quickly, and then we're going to slow down, try to cover our tracks up using Kiri's stealth, Kiri's speed and flying ability to our advantage, while searching for a tunnel that leads upwards.
Yes.
alright. So
With the goal of trying to totally lose whoever's on our tail, we need to stop and rest.
And get up to the surface as soon as possible and into Croydon.
Correct. I find it unlikely if we're going to be able to find a tunnel to the surface today.
I find it doubtful too, but
what? Oh, what would give you that idea? Oh. So you all book it for about an hour. You take one of the branching tunnels off of the path you went towards, so no returning visit to the fungal grove. I had the music ready to go also. I was ready for that.
Never learned.
I wasn't about to bring our evil to the guy's home.
yeah, or like the orcs just kind of trample his
Pretty
entire
considerate of
forest.
you. I even had a spell list prepped for him in case you get. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna go into too much detail.
Just have him cameo later when he's gotta come above ground for some.
If you ever see that guy above ground, something is terribly wrong.
Exactly.
Alright. So we will get our
Foreshadowing.
Underdark ambiance going.
Chekhov's
Our
gun.
friend might have appreciated the excitement, but also I didn't want to bring the orcs to him, and suddenly he's now an enemy of the orcs. So if they are constantly trying to fuck with him, I don't think he would appreciate that.
Probably not. Okay. So, y'all run for like the better part of like 2 hours. You take some twisting, turning tunnels, run through a couple caverns, and like you see like the stalagmites, stalactites reminiscent of the place you fought in before, but nothing really latches out at you. You see a lot of bugs and small lizards and things, and like a couple like fungi here and there, and like some weird vines in like random caverns, but nothing too significant. And so after about, once it starts getting closer to 2 hours, you guys kind of like slow down to like catch your breath, like maybe drink some water or something, and you begin moving at a normal pace with Kiri leading the way. So you all are ascending this one tunnel that seems
Remembering we're trying to cover our tracks.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Kiri weighs like what, 80 pounds? I don't think the flapping of her wings is going to be enough to move wet dirt like 5 feet underneath her or onto.
No, that's what my idea was, that we use like a stick or a broom or a staff or something and just physically disturb the earth behind us as we're moving.
I could, you know, like when you drag a jump rope on the ground behind you, I could do that with a grappling hook.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of footprints, there will just be a line?
It wouldn't just... No, it wouldn't be a line. I'm not dragging the hook end. I'm dragging, like you... Like, hold a jumping rope in both hands and let it slack on the ground. And just drag that. Because it wouldn't be a line, it would be like a swoop.
So it would be like a U following you guys.
It would be more of a path, yeah. Exactly as planned. Skulker gives up on this idea after 10 feet. Like,
okay. Okay, I get the point. We don't have a very good way of hiding tracks.
Yeah, I mean, if you weren't sprinting, you probably do a better job of it. But the fact that you guys
we're now moving at a normal pace. So
yeah, so now you guys would have an easier time of doing it.
Yeah.
That being said, you haven't heard any more war horn sounds or anything like that. Nothing has really left out at you guys or attacked you. Nothing too out of the ordinary. It's just dark and shitty down here. You all like take a breather, drink some water, get a little bit of rest, and you begin following the same upward trajectory along this one tunnel, and you exit into like an incredibly massive cavern, probably one of the biggest, like bigger than the spider cavern, probably the biggest cavern you've come across during your time here. And I'll show you what it looks like. It is submerged in water.
Oh no, I know this idea.
Still water underground, that's not good news.
Really?
There are some parts of the ceiling that are higher than others, but there's stalactites on everything.
How sure are we that there's stalactites and stalagmites? Or just stalactites in the ceiling?
As sure as you can be.
How about now? Less sure? Cool.
For your player knowledge, like for Josh's knowledge and not for Skulker's, Dark Mantles have a feature that just says, while not moving, it's literally indistinguishable from...
Yeah,
you literally can't, even with a natural 20 with a plus 15 to bring you to like a 35, you still wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Can we not go into water? Can I like
Are there
fly
like
them?
land bridges?
Yeah, could we like, I don't know, even if there's just like stalactites that we can like, that I could maybe, I don't know, fly Darrow onto, he could just hold on to it for a bit and then like fly Skulker just so we're not in the water and we can just move across this cavern in peace and not disturb the water, hopefully. Or like little islands or something.
Nah, only because Aarakocra flight doesn't work if you're wearing like plate mail. So I'd assume you probably wouldn't be able to carry the person.
So I can cast Minor Illusion.
Yes,
Oh,
you've
wait.
done so several times.
Yeah, no. I mean, so if
Oh, the orange.
like I can disguise at least one of us as non-moving water.
The water would still move in our presence. It's not the matter of what it looks like, it's a matter of actually moving the water.
Oh.
That we don't want to break the surface of the water and like let all the creatures in the water know that we're here.
Yes, because it's perfectly still water.
Other than like the drips from the stalactites.
Also, who needs healing? We should do that before we
Oh
do
yeah,
this.
holy fuck, yeah.
You guys
We
want to
should
roll
probably
die?
take a short rest.
Yeah,
Go for
we're
it.
short resting this shit.
Do I feel like getting up and getting a prop? Yeah, fuck it.
A prop?
Okay,
I'm scared.
31. Do we think that's enough? 31 out of 30. Should I just spend the last hit die?
Okay. I used 2 of my hit.
Should I spend another one?
I don't have ons on the board, so
I mean, we're not going to take another short rest.
we're good.
I mean, we might, but we might
Can I overheal?
not. No.
I know.
I'm curious right now if my temporary hit points have a time limit. Does Armor of Agathis have a time limit?
I've looked this up a bunch. I think it's when you exit combat, oddly enough. I mean, I know that you technically can't stack them. Like, if you get new temporary hit points, those overwrite the old ones.
Abjuration spell, 1 action, duration for up to an hour.
Hours.
Yeah.
Duration's
so-
hour. It's gone.
Yeah.
Word.
So as you guys are sitting on the shore of this underground lake, the opposite side of the lake is actually like out of sight, based on how far. Also, did you guys light a torch? Out of curiosity, I know everyone
Nope.
has dark vision, so I don't know. If
Nope.
No, if we don't have,
Nope.
if we don't need it, we don't let none.
Is that
Okay.
1 hour in Armor of Agathis? Or...
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
In the
Because
spell.
otherwise it's until you take a long rest. Or until they're depleted.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the spell itself says 1 hour.
So you guys hear like a kind of soft from like deeper in the lake, just like, and like small ripples break their way like towards the surface of or towards the shore where you guys are sitting, and then you hear a
I'm-
louder kind of
Watching intently.
Skulker. Wait, how close is it?
They're just
Probably-
little waves
yeah.
breaking the shore.
Can I?
Skulker's gonna pick up some pebbles, ready to throw them to lure it away in a different direction.
Can I fly kind of over the water just to like take a peek without like disturbing the water?
Surely. There are parts of the ceiling where it gets lower, so you wouldn't be able to fly the whole way across, but you could fly over a decent chunk of this lake without having to enter the water itself.
Okay. I would like to do that and try to see if I could tell what it is, but be stealthy about it.
Make me a perception check.
Nice.
Alright. Also, roll me a stealth check, please.
Oh my god, I remember watching the first couple of episodes of that anime. It's ridiculous.
Did you finish it?
No, I didn't.
The whole thing is ridiculous. It kind of
That Devilman Crybaby?
Yeah, it builds up to something, but I'm just like, wait, the fuck?
That
Okay.
episode is fucking ridiculous.
So,
I
Kiri,
will watch it.
Yes.
as you're flying over the lake, you like hear like a thrashing of water again, and sort of like the breaking in the waves as it kind of like water like sloshing about, and you look just in time to see like sort of serpentine shape like cresting out of the water and heading back.
Does it look like it's going towards the party?
No. It looks like it's heading like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not like towards the shore, but I guess like parallel to it.
It's stalking.
Orthogonal.
Okay.
Orthogonal.
Well, parallel
The
to
crystal matrix of its path.
parallel to the shore would be orthogonal to, like, approaching us. Orthogonal just means perpendicular. But it has... You can use it outside of mathematical contexts.
Or... Yeah, so it's moving that way. I'm gonna make an NPC name.
How big is this snake? And does it look like it's an animal? Generally speaking, that it would count as an animal.
You'd probably call it, if you had to put a size category on it, huge.
Huge. With a Y.
Yeah, with a Y. So, bigger than a draft horse. Smaller than a giant.
Okay. And would it count as an animal? Quote unquote, unquote, unquote.
Make me a nature check.
Natur.
Tough to really say. It did look like a sort of like snake-like thing, but you didn't get a good enough look at it to be certain.
The snake-like thing was just the tail of a leviathan.
Yeah.
He says Leviathan because, you know, that's the only thing that we've seen in, like, the last different campaign. Not all legs have Leviathans in them, Josh.
There's lots of really creepy, disgusting things that live in water, indeed. That are somewhat serpentine-like.
I would head back to the party and kind of as quietly as we can tell them that there is a large snake in the water and that I don't know how we want to approach this, but I could try to talk to it.
Shh. Skulker covers his ear. Don't tell her about snakes.
What?
She's
Oh,
a
the bunny.
Yeah, the bunny.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
I hate this motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
So many snakes. So many snake quotes. Yeah, well, the only way I could think to be able to get it to talk to you would be to get it to come to the surface. And I bet you anything that lives in the deep down darkness here is going to eat whatever it finds.
Ain't a talker.
So,
yeah, maybe, but we gotta get through here somehow.
It might not even have intelligent community. If only we had brought some dead bodies with us to feed, that might have...
I mean, you know what? We should have thrown the bodies in the bag of... What could go wrong?
Yeah,
everything could go wrong.
Flashback to our other game, where we have like this rotting paste of body parts in our bag of holding.
Yeah, every D&D game is like that.
We had like a dead wife that was like a banshee.
She wasn't dead yet, and then we checked on
No.
her, and then we scorched her. She did not have as much health as I thought she did. I was waiting for a
Me
plot
either,
twist.
yeah. I thought she was gonna 100 to 0 our entire group.
I thought she was gonna, like, I don't know, be, like, immobilized at some point so we could get her back in the hole. Like, one of those, like, we took the first of 10 health bars off, so there's an animation, a pause, an event we can press triangle during, you know? Nope,
Kingdom
dead.
Hearts style.
Shit, and Jedrod's the killer.
Way to go. They're gonna have to tell Shellis they murder his wife.
I mean, do you guys want to go hunting for something else to throw in the water?
I don't know if we have
We
the
saw
time.
lots of little blizzards and things that we passed, but nothing big.
Mhm.
And I don't know if we have the time or, like, if we want to make more tracks in the cave. Just in case the orcs and the goblins are a vengeful bunch.
Deus Ex Machina, the killer rabbit of Carabanong. And
Yeah, the man-eating bunny.
I mean, it'd be lovely if
The
she
way
was
to
a
kill her
man-eating
was
bunny.
beheaded.
Deus Ex Lulu. Cool.
Yeah, but we should definitely make a decision as to what we're doing. And I don't think we should try to stick around for too long.
Could you tell how far away the shore?
So Kiri flew probably about, I want to say like 300 feet over the surface of the water before she hit somewhere that she couldn't really like pass through without swimming. Tough to really see beyond that how much the cavern's left, but it was about right towards that like, what's it called? Within the vicinity of her at 300 feet.
Okay,
Like 280, 275.
maybe we don't go this way. There were other tunnels, but we would have to go back to the main tunnel to go back to a different branch.
And we don't know how far they followed us. So we
Right,
could
they-
be, yeah.
Could be behind us.
We could sound off the horn, see how.
That would just freaking let them know exactly.
I think that might freak them out.
Do it. Oh, please. No,
And,
don't do it.
and then we hide, and then we let the snake eat them. Two birds, one huge stone.
I don't think
If
that's
the
how that
snake
works.
doesn't eat us first.
I think we either go through this or we go back, but either way it's gonna be risky. We could pull the snake here, try to kill it on the shore, and hope that there's nothing else in this water, or we could go back and hope that the orcs are not on our trail. Either way.
I assume creatures can't survive in the bag of holding, correct?
Correct. It's basically a vacuum.
It's a vacuum of space.
So, like, there are moments where it can survive, but long term, nah.
Okay.
Think of it as a confined space. It is not designed for continuous occupancy. Confined space meaning, like, need a permit to work in confined space, low oxygen conditions, etc.
Yeah. What is your opinion on what we should do, Kiri? Do you think it would be a better idea to contend with what is in the water? Because you're the only one who's seen it. You've just described it, and it doesn't really sound that great. Or do you think it's better to go back, maybe find our drow friend, or just find a different tunnel?
Do we have any way of knowing if we're being followed by the orcs?
Well,
You haven't heard any noises. There haven't been any war horns or anything like that, but there's no way of being certain.
I would
Right.
imagine that they're kind of loud. Like, I would imagine they don't really understand stealth as a word or as a concept. So,
Maybe not so much understanding stealth as, like, they don't understand fear as intensely as, like... So, I mean, to die in battle, great. To die fighting something in the Underdark, great. Like, what is there to even fear down here? Who the fuck knows? Like,
well, not just fear, but even in pursuit of prey, that like they don't understand, like that prey is listening for them and will avoid them.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It can run, but can it hide? Orcs really aren't the most delicate, or like,
Yeah.
what's the word I'm looking for?
Graceful.
Careful.
Yeah, they don't really
Considerate.
take like precautions or like.
Self-aware.
like orcs being led by someone incredibly intelligent might, but as far as a hunting party, it's like, yo, let's go fuck it up. Word, and they're just out. Like,
Alright, not self-aware.
Yep. So, I mean, chances are they might not be behind us anymore, or we'll hear them coming.
So the other question is, how much swimming do we have to do?
About
It sounds
500
like
meters.
At least 300 feet.
at least 300 feet.
Yeah. In cold, dark, who knows how deep water.
What's my swimming speed compared to my land speed?
Half.
Half.
Damn.
Unless you have proficiency.
Damn, that's like 6 whole turns.
For 300 feet, yeah, that's at least. It's a long fucking time. And we have disadvantage on anything we try to attack in the water.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Because it's not our preferred area of terrain.
Oh, shit. More
Water's
technicalities.
bad.
Let's... Wait, how far away do we... Can Kiri deduce how far away we are from Drow Friend?
Deduce how far away you are from what?
The drow friend.
The Drow Friend.
Like a
run.
2-hour run. So probably walking, and then the...
You're breaking up.
You're breaking up,
is.
Connor.
Probably like 3-hour-ish run, and then an extra 2 to get back to where he... 3-hour-ish walking, because it would be 2 hours of running, and then an extra 2 to get back to where he is. So
Guys,
basically the rest of the...
Friendly.
What?
The snake thing,
Yeah!
you know,
plot twist I never anticipated. I mean,
you know,
what?
maybe you should introduce Lulu to the snake thing and they can be friends.
And then
Would
let
you
me
like
know
to
how that
try
goes.
that?
That would be adorable. But I'm not risking Lulu. Try Anzu first.
No,
No.
Anzu doesn't come back, you dingus. Lulu can come back.
Yeah, and she's gonna hate me.
Who knows if they
Anzu
really
is a
maintain memory.
Dragon. We don't want to risk a dragon to a snake that's a little bigger than him.
Lulu's
I'm gonna
adorable.
walk to the edge of the water.
Adorable.
I'm gonna walk to the edge of the water, kick a rock into it.
Oh god.
I'm gonna join him and throw some more pebbles.
Roll me a d20, call it high or low, and tell me what the result is, please.
Low. I rolled
It was
a 3.
3.
Yeah. So you see... Am I still breaking up?
No,
You're
we can
fine.
hear you.
So you see, like, the water, like, break, like the surface of the water breaks is like a ripple, goes like cast the underground water. Get your first distinct look at the creature. You can now, especially Kiri, is certain, having
You're breaking up.
it is distinctly like. All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Back upstairs. Yes, cats. Hello, you're all very cute. Yes. All right. So it's at this point that you get your first distinct look at the creature, as what's it called? It enters like the very like edge of your dark vision as it kind of crests the water. Kiri, you are certain that this thing is a beast of some kind. Not just like, oh, it's a fucking beast. Like, it's actually like an animal of some kind.
Right, the classifications of types of creatures. It is
Yeah.
a beast.
As far as a picture, here you go.
See? Friendly.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, does the name show also?
It does.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, so, at least it doesn't have limbs. It'd be much worse if it had limbs.
Would it?
It would, because then it could grab us and bite us, right?
Yeah, but snakes are much better in the water than things with
Rather
legs.
than just use its whole body to grab us. and then swallow us whole.
Giant aquatic constrictor snake.
Indeed.
Could not possibly grapple any single one of you.
Every single one of us. I don't like the idea of it grappling any one of us.
Yeah, but if it had to grapple one of you, who would you choose?
I told you. Anzu.
No, I'm gonna end you.
Damn. Anzu kind of like looks up at you, like whimpers with like his ears back a little bit.
Clearly,
I'm joking, buddy.
Skulker not a friend.
I'm joking. Clearly it's Kiri.
Skulker's not a friend.
Does Anzu whimper more?
I mean, he doesn't really like
Understand.
speak common, but there's like a heated discussion being had, like fairly heated, and he hears his name being mentioned, so he's kind of just like when a dog knows you're talking about it, but it doesn't know what you're saying.
I mean, yeah.
Like my cat knows I'm talking about him. He's eating. He doesn't give a fuck about me right now.
Nom 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 nom.
As far as Anzu heard, like, he just heard me call his name, like, Anzu. But even though I was just responding to a question of, who do you want to die first? Anzu. What? Yes, that's my name.
Alright, so is the creature still approaching us, or do we just kind of see it?
No, I wasn't approaching you guys. It was still kind of moving like parallel to the shore, but it was like what range dark vision do you guys have? Like roughly 60 feet?
Or precisely 60 feet, yeah.
Yeah. So like right around there.
Okay,
Gotcha.
cool.
Right.
I don't have to shield Lulu's eyes, because she only has 30 feet dark vision.
Yep. It is not keen on engaging us on land. It wants us to come in the water.
Right.
Yes.
So what do you suppose?
I
Hook,
suppose
line,
we
and sinker? Are we fishing?
don't go
What's
in
up?
the water. I'm looking at my spells right now. I have ways of trying. If I can see it, I can target it, and I can tell it to where's command? Command, I can tell it to halt, I can tell it to approach, I can tell it to flee, I can tell it to grovel. I can tell it to approach and it could come closer to us and I can smack it real good.
Tell the snake to grovel and it just looks at you very confused.
What's a
I can make him
grovel?
laugh.
Get on your knees. I don't have knees, bitch.
I can make it laugh. A lot. If it's smart enough.
I would like to see this very much.
Do you want to see the spell? Or do you want to see this happen?
Oh no, I thought you were gonna like tell it a joke.
No, it's an actual
okay.
thing. It's not Skulker being like, I bet I can
Dusting off the mic. Listening on like the lonely
pulls out a
spotlight.
whoopee cushion, like, I got a prank for him.
Yeah. So, I still do not want to get in the water with this thing. The only way I can see getting through the water is if we kill this on shore, which it doesn't want to come on shore. And how do we know there's only one? Granted, it's a very large thing, so there probably isn't enough food around for more than of them. But I don't know that.
I am going to cast firebolts toward it to see if I can provoke it.
Kind of just like hits the surface of the water and unable to determine if the creature reacted to it.
Then I shoot a few more.
Skulker basically just gonna do like the DBZ, like it's a small energy blast, kind of just like
Hadouken! 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 Some solid Hadouken span up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. We don't see it approaching any closer. It doesn't seem to react. It doesn't.
You hear like breaching of the surface of the water, but from out of sight.
Okay.
Oh, so he's ready to just fucking eat whatever
Yeah.
breaks the surface.
Yeah, you're pissing him off now.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's hungry, and it wants us to go in. And if we go in, it's going to drag us under the water and hold us there until we fucking die. I don't want to cross this lake.
So, Skulker, in character, like, probably is also kind of relinquished himself to the idea that we're probably going to go find another way. So, I'm just going to keep pissing him off, see if he makes the blunder.
For how long? It's not how many times you do it. It's how long are you going to try.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna ask.
I mean, if we're going to keep conversing for another couple of minutes, I'm just going to keep idling, like, just pitching him off.
Just like not even looking at the lake, just like facing the party, like pointing over your shoulder, like just shooting firebolts into the water.
Just snake eyes. LOL. So relevant.
Yep.
Keeping an ear out
the-
for, like, does it
Yep.
sound like he's thrashing into anything? Or... Yeah.
And the stalagmite falls from, or stalactite falls from the ceiling and eats your face. Roll initiative. No, I'm just kidding. I shouldn't joke like that as DM. Also, seeing as how it's actually happened.
You're triggering my PTSD, Connor.
Yeah. No, I literally like don't want to use those monsters
The
again.
tone was different enough that we could tell it was a joke.
Rocks fall,
And,
everyone
the
dies.
music didn't change. Yeah, so, the only thing I could possibly see is if we had a boat or the ability to walk on water, or if
Or-
I could get a
yeah,
good
boat.
look at its face and use command on it to
There's
get
the
it to
stalactite.
come up.
How much damage do I take?
Otherwise, I don't want to fuck with this thing.
Alright, so we're resorting to finding a different way.
I mean, unless y'all have a plan of action of how to fight underwater, I don't think we should.
Alright, let's come back and piss him off later.
I guess
Alrighty. So,
Well, at least we got to have a rest. So yeah, let's go back the other way and see if we can find another tunnel.
alrighty. So after about 2 hours of traveling uninterrupted, not really at the stealthiest pace, but not also like bringing any attention to yourselves. Oh wait, here's a ranger. You guys can travel stealthily at a normal pace. Alright. So after 2 hours of stealthy travel, nothing really occurs. You backtrack and you take a different tunnel that sort of seems promising, but about halfway into your trek through this tunnel, it kind of starts descending deeper instead of rising like it used to. And you find yourself in a cavern full of stalagmites and stalactites, branching out in all different directions. So it's not really
blast a random stalactite.
So it's not really like, it's like an open cavern. It's not like a large tunnel, like kind of how the bug chamber was still like kind of like a vaguely large tunnel. This is just like an open like plain, so to
How
speak.
much damage did I deal to the stalactite?
I mean, it has a burn mark on it, but
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, Skulker extra paranoid.
do you guys want to try to explore around in here and see if we can find a tunnel out, or just try a different one? Kira, you seem to have the best insight on these matters.
what are you doing?
would I be able to
Also,
tell
everybody. Oh,
I think we would need to be able to wander around here and explore it further, because right now we're at the precipice.
Roll me a perception check, everybody.
Wait, does this perception check involve hearing or sight?
Sight.
Yeah.
Sight.
Shit, where is it?
I'm trash human being.
Bunny gets advantage.
Cats. You're both behaving yourselves. They're not behaving themselves. Lulu and Darrow are both keenly aware, and Anzu as well, keenly aware of the distinct lack of, like, small... Hey! Cut it out!
They're definitely fighting.
Yeah, no, they're fighting. Distinctly aware of the lack of insects and lizards and such in this cavern.
Did you tell them to roll initiative?
Oh, you mean the cats? Well,
Yes.
They rolled it themselves.
This is a PvP free zone. No initiative rolls allowed. Stop it.
Cole, be nice.
So, lack of bugs and creatures and small things means one of two things. There's nothing for them to feed on, or something is feeded on them.
Connor thinks he's a ranger in real life, and he can say simple to animals.
You train a dog, it works.
Yeah, but how do you say be nice?
Actually,
No, he knows I'm
Ari
scolding him
knows
for
what
what
that
he's
means, because I could tell Ari, like, gentle or be nice, and she knows exactly what that means. Hey, baby girl, you're smart. You're the smartest dog. You're the best. You're the best. Ari the best.
In character. Not gonna lie, I think we're getting a little picky about, oh, maybe this cavern gets us out. Like, we're gonna have to endure something.
So, are you saying that we should explore around in the cavern and see if we can find a way out?
As in, like, let's press onward a little more instead of saying, let's double back and try a different... Yeah, like,
Yeah, okay.
I don't like open caverns with this many top spikes and bottom spikes as you do after the last one. But better than water.
Yep, I agree. This is better than a giant snake creature in a endless pool of water. Kiri, do you think we should stay to the edge or just kind of go through the middle?
Can we kind of discern by the, I don't know, numbering of stalactites on the ceiling?
Nah, they're just, like, littered, like, everywhere.
I would have
Floor,
no idea.
ceiling, not on the walls, but...
Well, I am not
There's at
trained.
least 825 stalactites.
I'm not trained in
Stalactites.
nature or tracking or any of that stuff.
Yeah,
I would
but, like-
think we should keep to the wall and explore around them rather than go through the middle.
Yeah, I mean, combat sense, if, you have your back to a wall, you can only really be attacked from one side.
3 sides.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
5 sides if it's an 8-sided. But yeah.
Or a wall spider pops out from your safe spot.
The walls are mimics.
The earth elemental reaches out.
I think that we should press in, stick to the walls, see what this place looks like. How many more hours
Thank you for the elbow
of,
kisses.
of mindfulness do we have? I would say daylight, but there's none of that here.
You're coming up towards the end of the day. Probably about 2 hours left before you kind of need to just, like, hunker down, especially with, like, the fighting and, like, the running.
Yeah. So as we're walking around, I'll look for I'll look for exits
We're keeping an
or,
eye out.
or tunnels, or just nice pockets that might make a good place to sleep.
Okay. Everyone roll me perception again, except at disadvantage, please.
Hearing or sight?
Sight.
Not a
That's a
disadvantage.
skill check, right?
E-
Oh, okay, I can't do that. I'm going to guide
Oh,
and
why
hearing.
not 20? Farewell.
As we're heading off, I'm going to guidance her. Percept sheet. Oh. Wow. Still.
And you said we all had our backs to the wall, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Skulker probably would have
Yeah,
been.
you get
far away
an
from
extra
the
D4. Kiri, Dawn.
Okay.
Because before we headed out, I decided to give you a guidance.
I would like a marching order, please.
triangle formation.
I was taking charge, so I would say I would go triangle formation with who in the middle? No one in the middle? Empty
I'm
triangle?
saying, well, if
Skulker.
we're keeping to the wall, we're probably not in a triangle formation. We're probably in a line.
Skulker wouldn't have been creeping to the wall in a single file line. That makes him a little uneasy. I guess it would be this then, like trying to keep equidistant between you two, but also like, okay, I like that.
Or Anzu in the middle. Yeah.
Skulker's picture changed.
Shadow. Alright, hold on. I have to bounce a cat out of my room. No, baby. Not this time. Sorry. You might hear a squeak.
Oh, so cute.
I love you, baby, but cannot have this right now. You're a good girl.
Oh, the second.
Cole?
Was Shadow fighting Cole?
Yeah, well, Cole was fighting Shadow. He's feisty, but Shadow is... Maybe I'll send a picture sometime. Basically jumping in like a crevice of my dresser, trying to get to the food that I keep on top of it. With all my classic video game consoles in the crevice. So.
Is it fair to say that as a reaction, like, or Skulker would always have prepped the need to dismiss Lulu? Like, on a
what
whim?
is the rule of what type of thing does it take to dismiss here?
So it takes an action, and it's, I guess what I mean is more of like I prefer not having to spend the first turn combat
You
dismissing.
mean readying your action to dismiss Lulu at the sign of like trouble?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, like that would be an ingrained, like, enemy battle? No, bye Lulu. Okay.
You know, if you're thinking, actually, yeah, true. You don't have enough money to be able to resummon.
Technically no, but I think we've sort of overlooked the money and the things. We did for the first time.
For the first time, at least.
Yes.
I didn't want to say it. First one was a freebie, but we have yet to find out what happens on subsequent attempts.
Yeah.
Myself included.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
like,
this would be the marching order as we are progressing.
Alright, so we've been established.
Let's see.
Wait, where'd Skulker go?
Yeah,
He's
there's the bunny.
carrying Lulu.
Oh, he's carrying Lulu. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
the bunny is Skulker.
Lulu has 34
Plot
health.
twist.
Alrighty. So let me get a look at these checks.
If you say roll initiative, Lulu's disappear.
Darrow and Kiri. You spot a stalagmite, or a stalactite, excuse me, in the middle of the room. Hold on, give me just a sec.
If you say it drops, oh, you fucking piece of shit! You said you weren't gonna do it again.
No, I said I didn't like using dark mantles. I have no issue using these things. A massive eye opens up on one of the stalagmites, and fuck, I put it in the wrong place.
Bye, Lulu.
There we go. Alright. You see a massive eye open up on one of the stalagmites, and as like the eye opens, you see it fixating on you. And it's at this point that everyone becomes aware of the creature, because you're a rah! Like from the beak, or like the
Can
mouth of this
I
thing.
flash a spell, or are we caught off guard?
I'd say roll initiative.
I mean,
We're...
On the other hand, it totally announced its presence to us, so, like,
I mean, it's at this
At
point
least
that
it
it's also
gave us
gonna
that.
like lash out at you and stuff. So it's whoever reacts.
Yes,
I forgot
I
to
got
click.
a fucking 9!
I forgot to click.
Dude, Ega,
yeah, that's-
what the
yeah.
hell? You are on top of this shit.
Alrighty, let me get the turn order.
Yeah, I'm so glad I wasted my nat 20 on an initiative check.
4, Skulker
Yeah, that's
3.
well. There's two ways of looking at it.
Oh
Wait,
shit, I can
you get-
edit me!
Did you get advantage on initiative checks?
No,
Oh,
I
wait.
forgot to
Oh.
click me.
Word.
So I clicked me.
Oh, I put disadvantage, my bad.
You can edit your own initiative?
I just did?
Oh my god, you can! That's life changing.
Right? Yo, what's
No longer do I need to be like,
always? Do I
Mr.
not?
DM, sir, can you please change my initiative?
Yeah, like, do I not have to ask Jay literally every
Wait.
time to? Because I
You
always
can
roll
click on
out
your
on
own
the
initiative
second one.
and edit your own initiative. That's magical.
Well, shit.
Why is your name long again?
Because I
Because he never changed the token.
yeah, I didn't change the default token. I only changed.
How do
that
you
one
edit
token.
your own initiative?
That's a different thing.
You click on the number next to your name in the initiative tracker.
Legit. Look at that.
I know, right?
Oh, fuck.
Also, my health bar over my body, when I edit it, doesn't link to my hit points in my character sheet. But I don't think it actually ever does.
Mine does.
Mine does.
So, like, if you click on your person and you click on the green circle and you enter like -5 and hit enter, your health bar changes, but in your character sheet it doesn't change.
Mine does.
Oh, well, mine's just not linked then.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Try
doesn't
it now.
interact well with temporary hit points.
It's now linked.
Is anyone
You
else having
are
that
able-
issue?
Now we're
No.
good. Anzu's having that issue now. Alright, let's go. Let's go.
Alonso doesn't
Who's
have
attacking?
health. What is it? Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can get through this before the end of the night.
Alright.
I'm just making sure I saved the proper token since I went through the trouble of saving it once.
Thank you, sir.
I'm just gonna go for it.
Selected token. Save.
Oh, I'm gonna take this opportunity to pay my electric bill.
Attack of opportunity on the electric bill.
Do I get advantage so it costs half?
Okay. 13,
If only.
24, also 9.
My electric bill
Okay.
is due at the 1st of every month. Well, it's actually due on the 13th of every month, but I never want to pay it before the 1st.
Alright, so the arrow goes like skittering across the surface of the creatures. Like it's kind of like rocky for the most part, except for like the eye and the beak, really.
Mm-hmm.
So it does not hit.
Okay.
Skulker, you're up.
Okay. Oh bother. Oh bother. I have to read things. I'm not reading fast enough. Hmm.
Cool. I love the internet.
Me too.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try Firebolt. Gah.
Yeah, you kind of hit a stalactite that's hanging in the way.
I was aiming for that stalactite.
Don't get any
That's-
funny ideas.
Step back one. And that's it.
Alright. Anzu.
I'm just gonna chill back.
Actually, I'm gonna spread
Okay.
out. Okay.
Darrow.
I am going to cast Bless
Bless.
on the party. Oh, I clicked the cast button on D&D Beyond, not my character sheet. I was like, why isn't it showing up? Everyone gets an advantage on attack rolls and saving throws, and they can... Oh, that's not advantage. They get add a D4
Alright.
every attack roll and every saving they make. For concentration up to a minute, which is 10 rounds. And what are my bonus actions? My bonus actions are I can cast spiritual weapon. Actually, I can't because I already cast the levels.
By the way, what's the group opinion on like atypical battle music, like the Zeppelin and stuff like that? Was that weird?
No, I'm totally down for it.
It was fun. The Bee Gees might have been a little out of place.
Bee Gees just straight up wasn't me
As
anyways.
soon as it came on, I said, "Oh, funky," and they'll say, "Oh, wait, that's D&D." Okay.
You can never go wrong with
Yeah, I
metal.
guess no action, no bonus action. That's just what I do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's get rocked. Hi, Ari. Shit, baby, go.
This isn't really battle music, but it's kind of what I feel like listening to right now.
Give me that booty.
Okay.
We're gonna die.
This
Alright.
is the music playing in the monster's head.
It's that music playing when you see everybody like slowly getting blown the fuck up in any show ever.
Yeah, right. Slow motion, getting like ripped apart by shrapnel.
There's some movie this song is in that they have a gunfight going on to it. I forget what
I
it's
think you're
called.
talking about Umbrella Academy.
Yes.
That's not a movie,
Right,
but
yeah,
yes.
That's right. That was in that show. Yo, I loved Umbrella Academy. That was so fun.
It was good
I
until the
watched that
fucking
on 3-day
ending.
weekend.
I was so upset about the
was
ending.
garbage.
The ending was absolute garbage, and it ruined the show for me. It was good until the ending.
What?
The last episode was trash.
Yeah, the last episode was absolute trash.
Yeah, they didn't do like anime trope, use the power of friendship.exe to like make what's her name?
They did
Anya.
the old school classic sci-fi. Is it over? Question mark. But they were actually like, it's not over because fucking time travel.
Yeah, no, they did use the power of friendship. It wasn't very effective because we threw away friendship too many times leading up to this.
What's
But oh hey, we can try again for a second
the
season.
voice girl's name? Allison, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vanya and Allison make eye contact, and like Vanya smiles and like starts to come out of it, and like unbeknownst to Allison, like Luther and like Diego just like run up and try.
Yeah.
Like,
They were
basically-
just like, yeah, we'll let you try, and then they're like, we're not gonna let her.
yeah. There's no
Honestly-
way she's gonna fucking succeed.
Honestly, it was like a D&D session where it's like, yeah, go ahead and try to persuade him, and then they still jump the gun. Like, he's failing to persuade him. Do it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's funny you say that. That's actually exactly what I said to my girlfriend when we were watching it. Like, this is like watching a fucking D&D party in action.
Yeah.
Convince
Go
her.
ahead, you can talk him out of it. He's not gonna work. We should get ready to attack.
Yeah. Alright,
So anyway,
Yeah.
everyone except Kiri, roll me defense, please.
you ruled this before. We can add a D4 to our defense rolls, right? As an effective bless.
Don't
Did I
care.
roll it that way before?
Oh lord.
So so it's part of attack rolls and saving throws. So if it does a defense rule in either of those categories.
Today's Connor says no. But if I ruled it that way in the past,
Sober.
Well, I mean, I think.
Why are you
we
rolling
had
at
part of
disadvantage?
this discussion before, but I don't know if you came to an agreement.
I see. I'm gonna say no for now, just because it wouldn't let you boost your armor class. And I know the defense roll is what your armor class is based off, or your armor class is what the defense roll is based off of.
Okay.
Sean, why are you rolling at disadvantage?
I forgot to click off of something.
Okay.
You nat 20 did?
Yeah, he net 20.
I
Alright,
think so.
make me an attack roll. Darrow.
Just like with my mace, or
Mhm.
But he's so far away.
It has...
yeah. But what's that AC of that tentacle, though?
Above 13.
Fuck.
Alright, so, Anzu, finds himself grappled by one of these tentacles, and he is pulled 40 feet closer.
We should have fought the snake, because it can only grapple us one at a time.
Low-key exactly what I was thinking, but I wasn't going to say anything, so I didn't want to spoil anything.
Hey, the snake was fucking scary, man. I ain't fucking with that.
And there's an entire cavern of these things. Anyway, all right.
Oh, wait, you mean this isn't the only one?
There's more cavern to go. So, I don't know what you're expecting.
Kiri, you're up.
Death.
I'm gonna go shoot that tentacle off of Anzu if I could.
Go for it. Yeah, that'll do it. You sever the tentacle, and it falls limply to the ground as the creature kind of cries out, and the tentacle retracts, and you can see it sort of almost as you're watching it, it begins growing again, out of the creature, to compensate for the length that it lost. So it's not still grappling him. Whoa. Skulker, you're up.
Okay, I am going to 20 feet closer to the door. Because what could go wrong? And cast True Strike.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Requires concentration. Okay.
Anzu's turn.
This also sounds like we're about to die.
Sounds like we already died.
I'm gonna move Anzu back.
Back to where, back to you guys.
Yeah.
Or
There's no stalagmite I can hide behind, is there? Are
not
any of
big
them...
enough, maybe for Anzu or Lulu, but not for one of you guys side behind.
Okay.
Alright. Darrow, you're up.
Okay. Probably should have been thinking about what I was gonna do. Running low on spells, so Ray of Frost.
You kind of plaster the side of this thing with frost, and you actually manage to freeze one of the tentacles up pretty good, but you don't actually damage the creature from what you can tell.
Okay.
So it's only going to be able to use 2 tentacles this time. Skulker and Anzu, defend yourself, please.
Oh,
How do I
Lord.
maintain concentration? Is that a con saving throw?
Only if you take damage. This is not a damaging attack.
Anzu's
Alright,
suffering.
so
This isn't any attack to me.
Skulker just nimbly kind of steps out of the way as the tentacle goes flying past him. Anzu, not so lucky on the other hand. The deja vu sets in. He is pulled 40 feet closer towards the roper, which is the name of this thing, by the way. Yeah.
This thing is definitely pulling further and has a higher AC than the last one.
Yes, it is a bigger one. Also, the last one was a watered down copy. In case anyone's curious. This is a closer to a true roper.
Mm.
Okay, last time was training wheels. This time is the real one.
Should have gone back to the snake.
There's still a little bit
Hey,
of water.
y'all could have convinced me, but Darrow was scared of fucking snakes.
Skulker can't fire bolts underwater.
There's still a little bit of watered down in this. I just won't tell you where it is. So that was it. Kiri, you're up.
Gotta go for that tentacle again. That's all I got. Need to free that boy.
She's going for the tentacle.
Ayo.
Sorry, Jedron's seeping through into this game.
So the arrow, it's kind of hard to hit such a narrow object. In the
Can
middle.
I add that D4 to this?
You can
Oh.
add a D4 to any attack you make.
Good.
Yeah,
Yo.
So the tentacle severs in midair and is once again dropped. As it begins, like, the creature kind of like shrieks out and begins regrowing a separate tentacle.
Question is, because the tentacle is part of the creature, can I like hunter's mark it, or is it because the tentacles have a different AC than the creature itself? I can't.
Yeah, you can infer based on the shots you fired so far that the tentacles have a lower AC than the creature itself.
I know. So I'm asking whether I can like hunter's mark the creature or no.
Yeah, you can hunter's mark the creature.
The hunter's mark just won't take effect unless you hit the main body of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Won't matter. But like, yeah, I'm just gonna put that there. So we remember.
Skulker, you're up.
Skulker. Skulker is going to move to within 10 feet of the body for grappling hook with advantage. What?
Add a D4.
Adding
Yeah,
a
true.
D4. Does it add to both of them?
It's
Um,
a D4 to the hit.
Yep.
Yeah. So you catch the thing right in the eye.
And sneak attack because I had advantage.
Alright. That's sneak attacks, what, at this level? 2d6?
Yeah. One more level, 3d6. And I'm gonna back away, and I assume that's not technically out of his attack range.
Mm-hmm.
You're always in his threat range.
I'm gonna keep running until I find the edge of his range.
Well, I
It's interesting
actually was
because-
about to suggest we outrun him, but then I realized we might run into another, and then we have two to deal with.
We could run back.
It's also funny because, like, you can, like, run and, like, the party can make it out of range, but then it's like one of you gets grappled and now is just being pulled away, like, back towards it.
We could literally try if we wanted to run back.
You could, definitely. Is that the plan you guys want to go with?
Was that a proposition or just a hey, we could do this?
No, I mean, it's still, it's not the Roper's turn yet, so it's your guys' like time to do whatever it is you would like to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking for my own curiosity. More than
You're the DM. You don't get extra info. You have all the cards already.
We're not telling you what we're gonna do.
By the way, because of the song, who's excited for
What was
Stranded?
that?
I heard who's excited and then cut off.
Really?
Yeah.
But who's excited for Stranded? Death Stranded. Death Stranding. Who's excited for Death Stranding because of the song?
Oh, that's the new
Trailer.
Hideo
Yeah.
Kojima or whatever game, right?
Oof. Yes. Kojima game.
Yeah, Kojima. It looks
This-
weird as fuck.
Yes,
I'm
and
trying to get into it.
there was a trailer released just a few days ago with this song in the trailer.
Oh,
That's
Didn't
why I'm
know that.
asking. Because of the song.
I have not
Path
seen that one.
by Apocalyptica. I remember the song from like my teenagehood. This song got me through so much shit.
Same, dude. I love this shit.
Yeah, so does that end your turn, Skulker?
Yeah, and I moved back the rest of my 15 feet. Yeah. Oh wait, but I can bonus action dash. So what are we planning?
Kiri, are you proposing we retreat? Or are
I
you
am
we
proposing, but
fight?
like, do you think it's a good idea?
Retreat forward or backward?
Backwards. Why would we go forwards? That's not a retreat.
If we go forward, we might run into more.
The forward retreat. Let's see if it works out.
To take on the snake? No.
Yes,
Either
that's
running
the
for
plan.
The rest of this No.
Okay.
Okay. No. Let's go. Fine. Fuck it. What do I know?
So
No, I'm just saying, we know at least that there's at least one of these things in here, and we have an entire cavern to go.
Okay, hold on. I was here. Shit, where was that? Okay.
I got you.
Bye. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, Anzu, you're up.
Anzu bonus action dash forward. That's 120 feet.
Wait, could he also dash for a bonus action?
I don't think so.
No,
you have to
just
full
dashes.
action.
Use
Regular
the entire action. I don't care. It's 120
He's
feet.
going to have to. He's going to take an opportunity attack from one of the tentacles, so he's going to have to defend himself.
Okay.
We're almost at the range. Wait, Skulker.
You're going to find the range anyway. The range is 50, in case you guys are curious. I will tell you. It's like, I don't know. Skulker will take one more step and find out exactly where it is.
God damn it, Anzu.
He
Roll
almost-
higher than a
no.
2.
False. Skulker is gonna bonus action disengage.
Well, he wouldn't have known when the range was.
Roll me a dexterity check for Anzu.
Oh,
Add a
Lord.
D4 because it's check. Actually, is it a check or is it a
Mhm.
saving throw?
Yep, check.
Let's see. Is it saving throws or checks?
I think it's just saving throws.
It's just saving throws.
Yep.
Damn. So many things. So
Anzu
many,
can't roll for
many
shit
cleric
today.
Things.
So Anzu gets about 15 feet away from where he was before he is grabbed by a tentacle and pulled in. How far is... So creature is going to take a bite out of Anzu.
Meh.
Anzu needs to take 12 damage of
Oh,
piercing
Lord.
damage. I don't know if the type is relevant, but...
That doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't.
Darrow, you're up.
Ah, fuck.
Fireball.
Do you just
If
need a
only
metal
I
playlist?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Let's see.
Alright,
I
got
need
you.
to keep that one in the bag. I am okay. I'm gonna move.
This is
I think that was
Here.
yeah. Cool. I'm gonna try to command this thing to drop.
That's a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't have proficiency, so just gonna be a regular check. Does this thing really have a +3 to wisdom? Why? I mean, okay. It's a funny story. I can explain it.
Damn it!
Faster
Damn
is
it!
still bad.
Damn it!
Clearly, I did not put the water in the right places.
How much HP does Anzu have left?
11.
Shit! I already cast a leveled spell this turn. Okay, that's all I can do.
Alrighty. I'm going to roll the damage for this one, so I don't want to just kill him using averages.
Would he be instantly killed or would he be down?
No, he would just be unconscious.
Okay.
But like, I don't want to incapacitate him using averages, so I'll give him the chance to. Either way, he winds up incapacitated if I rolled well, or he might get an extra chance out of it. He has 1 hit point left.
Lord, help me.
Yeah, Kier, you're gonna have to knock that fucking tentacle out and get Anzu the fuck out of there.
Let's retreat forward. Too soon? Too late? Both?
Both.
Okay, is it my turn then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it only made one whip attack? Oh, because its other whip is currently holding
It's
on
currently like eating something, so it's a little. It's complacent. We'll put it that way.
So there's still a tentacle holding onto Anzu, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to shoot that thing down.
Go for it. And don't forget the D4 in case it becomes relevant. Nah, that'll do it. You pierce the tentacle, and Anzu, like, kind of like, you can tell he's, like, hurt pretty badly, and, like, he's bleeding, but he like, flares his wings, and kind of, like, manages to break his fall so he doesn't hit the ground and become unconscious.
Can I... Hold on, I'm not done. Can I use my movement, since I have 50 speed? Can I dash to him
can
and
make
then
it
dash
too.
away?
You
Like,
wouldn't be
move
able
to
to
him?
You used your action already.
But you would be able to make it to Anzu if you wanted to, like, cradle him in your arms. You would be
Yes.
able to make it.
I want to basically just, like, catch him with my arms and just, like, shield him with my body.
Okay. Yeah, you can totally do that.
Okay.
And then you can move 10 feet further. Oh no, you just cover him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, Skulker, you're up.
Alright. Skulker is gonna move 15 feet closer.
The matter.
And yeah, everything has fucking 30 feet of range, goddamn.
They're left.
And I'm gonna try to make the bastard laugh. He's so wise.
Wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw or
saving
fall.
throw. And become incapacitated. And prone if that affects
So
the side.
falls from the ceiling?
Prone.
Interesting. Alright, I'll roll it. Let's see how this
I mean, if
goes.
it wants to be on the ceiling,
I mean, if it's incapacitated, all
It drops.
inclined to control surfaces, including upside down on ceiling, without needing to make an ability check. So it could probably keep itself tethered to the ceiling, even if it.
oh okay.
Because it has
like a bat,
spider climb.
or like
Yeah.
like how sloths by default their claws are actually closed, and they have to use their energy to open them.
Yeah,
Okay.
some shit like that. It's got the spider climb ability.
Okay. Spell save 12.
Yeah, it's you crack a joke and it just like looks at you like very disapprovingly. Anzu is presumably very thankful to be in Kiri's arms.
Yeah, he's just gonna pass this.
Okay. Darrow, you're up.
This is not good.
Underdark's a fucking scary place, man.
It's not fun.
I wouldn't want to be there.
It's a bad fucking time.
Haven't even wearing the t-shirt yet.
Out of curiosity, bad time for characters or bad time IRL?
Bad time for characters. This is
Okay.
rough, buddy.
Alright, yeah, I just
fucking
want to make
rough.
sure.
No, this is. I am challenged, and this is great.
That was the goal.
Like fuck. How confident am I in the fact that Anzu is now protected?
Very confident. Kiri can like completely encapsulate, especially once the wings come into play. Like, Kiri might get hurt if, you know, things go poorly.
But I can take it. Go for it.
Yeah, but she has a lot more room in that budget than Anzu.
Okay. Okay, attack spell. Brave Sickness. Go.
So that's ranged spell attack. I'll make
Range
con
spell
save
attack
for
that I
the
add
face.
/R 1d20 plus 6 plus 1d4.
That'll do it. It fails the con save.
So it has the
Something
poisoned
kinda like-
condition.
Let me do a quick refresh myself. Condition. Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Excellent. Alright, so you see the creature kind of like... I mean, oh fuck, no. Come on, dude. You're just gonna do me like that? No. Secretly rooting for the players. We're trying not to show it. So you see the thing kind of like shudder in a way as the sickness sort of like sets into this thing. And does that conclude your turn?
I move 20 feet. I don't want to get too far away from Kiri.
I'll be fine.
I'm gonna move there.
Trust in the bird lady.
Alright. Anzu is covered, so I need the three of you to make defense rolls with advantage.
Okay.
Make it what with advantage?
Defense.
Cool.
Nice.
Needed it.
Nice.
Alright.
Man, when rolls turn against you, this world starts like fucking falling in, and then as soon as they turn back in your favor, you're like, I'm invincible.
It's like the Rick and Morty episode where like they're in the split timelines with uncertainty. Where it's like, please God, I'll never do like anything again, and then the thing turns green. It's like, fuck you, God, not today, dimension. I'm still in control, motherfucker. All right, Kiri, you're up.
I'm just gonna dash.
Alright.
Use my full
I need you-
flying dash 100 feet that way.
Okay. I'm assuming we're all about to leave this thing's range.
Within the next round, yes.
Yeah. So I need all of you to make one more defense roll with advantage before we can say you ran away.
I can't disengage bonus action.
You can disengage.
Yeah, I mean, go for it. Alright, so everyone makes it out. You're now back at the mouth of the cavern, what's it called, where you first found yourselves.
Okay, so
You've lost
that one
valuable
didn't
time.
work either. So yeah, now it's like I want to fucking go to bed.
Let's go to bed right outside of its range.
Well, it can still move.
Can it?
Not very quickly, but I will tell you that it can.
Yeah. Like, meta, I know what its move speed is, and it's not
Meta,
much.
what is it? Let's just calculate the exact
10.
distance of... Is 10?
10 feet of move speed, so if it is dashing, it will cover 20 feet.
Yeah. And if I hit it with a ray of frost every once in a while, it has 0.
That's right. That's fucking awesome.
Just gonna go fucking fall asleep and just like ray of
Yeah,
frost it, just
seriously.
take a nap.
Does it speak?
Wake up,
Doesn't
ray of
speak.
frost it.
It just like calls out after you. Oh, okay, I'll fuck off. Sorry.
So it's 200 feet per minute,
All
which
right.
becomes 12,000 feet per hour, which becomes 96,000 feet per 8-hour rest.
Okay.
I
At
vote
that
Snake.
point, it probably doesn't even care about us. If it can dash for 8 straight hours.
I vote Snake for 2 reasons. One, it's an entire cavern, and there may be more of those things, and fuck that. And 2, that cavern for sure we know was going downwards. So like, it's just
Right, it
fuck-
probably
fuck-
wasn't leading in the right area. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna have to go fight the snake. I say that we try to take a long rest. That.
Let's do it. We can do it in the room where we took the short rest now.
Right, like right on the shore, basically.
I would...
We'll be like 50 feet from the shore. 100 feet from the shore.
So,
96,000.
I need whoever's feeling lucky, roll me a d20 and call it high or low.
Josh.
That's
Hi.
Feeling lucky, punk?
Yes.
you.
Fuck
It's
him.
very it's unfounded, but I'm feeling well.
I need a watch order.
I'll take first.
Last.
Okay. I'll be in the middle. Oh, we don't have enough people to cover a full watch.
You have to take a longer rest in order to compensate.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
I can take double.
No, we have to do 4 hour.
You guys have to like rest it. I'm like Kiri is okay.
You'll take exhaustion.
But we also don't want
get
to
a
take
full rest.
rest.
Like you still have to actually. It's not just health. It's you have to get your sleep in the day.
So I know, but like you guys need it way more than she does. So like,
No. You're fine. 12 hours, 4-hour shifts. Unless we want to try just having Lulu watch a shift. Or the entire fucking time.
She would alert you.
Yeah. Granted, she's only got 30 feet of dark vision. But with +4 in perception and advantage on sight and hearing based perception checks, so I think it's more than feasible.
Alright. So where you said you wanted to take it closer towards where the snake was, right?
Yes.
I mean that seems like except for the snake.
On the shore?
In the water. 100 feet away from the shore.
Or if possible.
So you'd be kind of in a tunnel. You're okay with that?
I mean, there's only two ways for people to turn stuff to get to us. We know what's on one side, and the other side we can watch. We watch
Yeah.
them both. Yes, I think that's okay. I didn't really like how you asked the question, though. It makes me like, am I okay with it?
So is Lulu taking all the watches?
I don't know about that. I think Lulu can take a watch. So rather than 4-hour watches, you can do 2-hour watches, because your long rest is uninterrupted for a stop less than 2 hours. So, yeah, if you take a 4-hour stop in the middle of your long rest, you have to restart your rest.
Okay, but you can use
take a 2-hour
have a
stop.
2 hour. Okay, so you could actually get 6 hours.
Connor, correct me if I'm wrong.
So Lulu will do
It makes
2 hours and 3 minutes. Well, because the phrasing was as long as it's less than 2 hours.
Right.
So just for the sake of evenness, we'll just call it 2 hours. And
Right.
not worry about
You're
less
throwing
than
minutes
anything.
in here is
2
like-
hours
it's throwing algebra into a simple
and 3
mathematics.
microseconds. Okay, yeah.
Alright, so I need the watch order.
I think it was Kiri, Darrow, Lulu, Skulker.
Also, Kiri, as you guys
Yes.
are settling down for the night, you
No
notice
more
the
than
dark
2
vision
hours
wearing off.
activity.
The fungus seems to have like lost its effect. You have one more serving of it left in the jar.
that's as I start the watch.
Come again?
That's as I start the watch.
No, just as you guys are like settling down to begin your long rest.
I would let the party know and ask them
So
for
you would
advice.
How long did the first bite last?
About what's it called? Like most of the day, 6 hours.
So in that case, I think Kiri should take last watch. That way she eats it and then it lasts for the rest of the day versus eating it and then sleeping it off. Know
But
what I
if
mean?
but if we're like interrupted or whatever, like I'm the least, like needy of rest. You guys could get something in, so you could get spells and shit back.
Okay. I mean, I see valid either way. You could, Anzu has dark vision. Anzu can stay up with you. Anzu.
Yeah, Hanzo could stay up with me.
Okay.
Alright, final answer.
Final answer, that is watch order?
Yes.
Okay. Skulker. Roll me perception hearing this.
How do I heal Hanzo up, by the way? Because I don't have like a
You
regular.
need a healing potion or healing spell.
He can also, like, he'll gain the same HP benefits as of a long rest as you guys do.
Have I regained any of my hit dice, health, or spell slots? No. Okay. There's my perception check.
You hear the sound of something like very
that.
softly, like breaching, kind of just like
Okay, gonna mute Vexera.
Like,
then.
He has an initiative roll. Cool.
very briefly, just it's like the soft breaking of the surface of the water.
Yep, I also
I-
needed Vexera.
I'm going to wake Lulu up and tell her to keep watch in the tunnel area, and I'm gonna stealthily walk closer to the water.
Make me a stealth check.
God damn.
But you said the word.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I need it if nothing's happening.
Does it?
I mean,
Ain't
it's up
bad.
to you. It's kind of like there could be reason for me to have to roll a stealth check, but you're making me do it anyway, because fuck you.
Well,
It's all about
DMs
that
also
money.
like to ask you to make rolls for no real reason.
Oh, that's a real thing? Okay.
Yeah,
So,
no,
yeah.
that's a real thing. That's can attest. Done it before.
Okay.
The threat of something being there is sometimes just as intimidating as something being there. And in your case, something is here.
But does it notice me? I notice it before it notices me. Oh, gotta zoom in on this shit. Oh, it's familiar. Why roll 20? Keep up.
Huge is 3x3, right? Or wait, no, it's 2x2, right? Because a large
is
1x1
2
still.
by 2. No, large is 2 by 2.
So
I think
huge
gigantic
is
is 3 by 3?
Gigantic is 4 by 4.
4 by
And
4?
then gargantuan is 5x5, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because a T-Rex is 3 by 3 and it's huge.
So, Skulker,
I mean, how close did I have to get to notice this thing? I imagine it was,
no, you're like right about here.
Wait, this is in the tunnel still?
So yes,
The fuck?
it has left
Came
the water.
onto land for us?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not ready.
I mean, this is what we wanted.
You had to provoke it. It must have smelled you.
Honestly, the entire continent can smell me, and I've provoked, I've probably provoked half of the continent. What do you want? Okay.
Let me put the rest of you on the board. So you turn the corner and you see this thing, and it is like pretty much the width of the tunnel, and it's like slithering towards you from the surface of the water. You can see it's actually long enough where like part of it is still in the water from where it is now.
Okay. Interesting. Shit, I'm trying to figure out. Okay.
Also, to anyone who's missing hit points, at this point we can say you've recovered half of your missing hit points, Anzu included.
Cool. Rounded up or down?
Down.
I gained 1 hit point.
What about spells?
Wait, why is Darrow there? Is that how close the rest of the party is?
Yeah, I should have made the tunnel longer in retrospect. Hold on.
Okay, because first thing I'm gonna do is telepathically tell Lulu to stab Darrow and Kiri away. Now,
So-
it doesn't deal damage because familiars cannot have attack rolls.
Mm-hmm. So I'm redoing this tunnel. Give me just a sec. Alright. Darrow and Kiri,
See?
you both wake up to Lulu the bunny. She's like very aggressively, kind of just like putting its head up against you and like running basically as hard as it can, trying to
It's
like
doing that thumper thing where
Yeah.
rabbits do.
yeah, precisely.
No, I told Lulu to poke them with the horn. No, okay, go on.
Hold
Leeway
on.
allowed. Carry on.
Anzu is 30 hit points, half is 50, so Anzu is 16 health currently.
15, rounded down.
No, but he had one
Yeah,
health
no,
Q left.
he had 1 hit point left.
Yeah. Oh, half. Wait, what?
Oh wait, hold on. Half missing. 20
Half
You
a miss-
regain half your hit points, so therefore he'd be at 15.
15. Right. Forgive me.
Oh,
All
so
right.
meaning I gained nothing because I was over half.
No.
You gain half of what you were missing.
Yeah. So you guys were right. I fucked
Oh,
that
okay.
up. He's at 15 instead of 16. Okay.
Josh's munchkinry is what kills Anzu.
Goes unconscious with 1 hit point of difference. What's it called? Darrow and Kira, you're both being awoken by Lulu, pointing, like poking you with the horn. So, are there rules for initiative out of a dead sleep?
It depends if the creature has a surprise round, but Skulker caught the creature first.
Mm-hmm.
So,
no surprise round.
Yeah, no surprise round, so therefore there's no surprise round.
So then, it would just be normal initiative out of a dead sleep, I guess.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, because
Like, they have enough time.
we were alerted before the initiative begun. If
Okay.
initiative began and then Skulker used his action to wake us up, then we would roll initiative the next round.
So
Okay.
if there's confusion about, well, did someone roll my initiative for me? What
Nope.
the fuck?
I don't know why it put you on. Oh, I have your icon selected. That's for the snake. Don't mind me.
I am minding you because
I'm trying to call
it didn't go to the tracker. Thanks. At least I can edit it. Nice. Kiri, your dex is 4?
See.
Okay. So if there's any confusion about, like, do they understand why the bunny is jabbing them? Do they know where it's coming from? Like, I'm casting that shit. Like, I'm gonna make some noise on top of bunny stab.
Okay.
So you were going first then in the tie?
I am at for consistency with the notion of, yeah,
Surely. Alrighty.
of
So
making sure they're alerted to which direction and...
So, to clarify, we don't have our spells yet.
correct. I never said it was going to be easy. So Darrow, not Darrow, Skulker, you like point your finger towards this thing as a firebolt, like definitely like sears its way into the flesh of this monster. You can tell that it's not the tankiest thing you fought by any means. Like in terms of armor class.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah, but I lured it out of the water. This is perfect.
But this is way better than you fighting the other thing that, like, we had to hit 20s in order to do anything to it.
We could have retreated forward.
Yeah, the Roper has an armor class of 20. It's just like a fucking goon.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to retreat back to make sure that the party...
Don't lose eye contact with it. It's gonna run away.
Okay. Well, if this is the literal distance, then I can see that the party is, like, up and at him, right?
I'm frightened and half asleep, and I'm trying to, like, the way that I'm metaing, that I've tried to cast spells again, is I'm waking up and I'm trying to, like, okay, can I? Nope, still tired.
There's one spell you still have. I don't want to say it, but well, one ability you still have, I should say.
Oh, I know. That requires a saving throw. I've been looking at that thing all fucking day. Like, do I use it now? No, I don't use it now. Do I use it now? No, I don't use it now.
I'm not gonna lie, I like it and I want to give you reasons to use it. So I'm just over here waiting. All right, Kiri, you're up. Unless Skulker would like to move.
No. I'm just looking back at the party and, like, making sure it was okay.
Yep. Yeah, you see, Lulu did her job well.
Is Lulu proud?
She gives you a little nose snuffle.
Can I?
I'm gonna get myself to...
Do I understand what that nose snuffle means?
Where can I
Sorry,
get
okay,
line of
okay.
sight that's far? Here? Like, give me line of
You
sight?
basically have to come up parallel with him, more or less.
Right, so pretty much where that line is being drawn from.
Yeah.
I mean, if we do this, yeah, like that.
No, you're hitting the wall.
Like once,
No.
I'd say you'd have to hit like this same thing this would be a Y coordinate, yeah, the same Y coordinate or like Y line that Skulker is on.
So where I am right now.
Yes,
that
you
was
have
Okay.
sight.
I'm going to shoot. Because that's, what rangers do.
Very nice.
That's one way to shoot.
That's what I do.
Yay. Dex mod.
I have earned another Reese's cup.
Have you, Skulker? No, I'm just kidding.
Through what action?
I did watch. Lulu didn't even have to watch.
Alrighty. Okay. So, you definitely sink a shot into this thing, and it's like a solid shot, like right in like the neckish sort of area. It's like a writhing mass, so it's really tough to peg down like one point on this creature at any given moment. But it is a good shot nonetheless. Anzu, you're up.
Anzu's just gonna chill back right now.
We're up. Darrow, you are up.
It is not time yet.
What if we sound the orc horn? I mean, go for it. I won't stop you.
No, like, why would you do that? Why would you let them know exactly where we are?
And the snake sounds it back.
Josh,
Okay.
what are you
Okay.
on?
You are clearly sleep deprived.
I'm not that stoned. I'm not any level of stoned, actually. It feels bad.
Yep. I feel you, bro.
Try again in
0
August.
levels of drunk. Toll the dead is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So he must please make a
Wisdom?
wisdom saving throw.
And that's a D12
D12.
because of missing hit points, so we'll call that.
At least it's dumb.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not sounding the horn, but I'm ringing that fucking bell.
Give me just a second.
You're gonna
So
play
I
for
and-
home
have
Deltas?
the numbers right so far.
Oh.
Because this thing scares me. Bonus action spiritual weapon. Or am I really going to use spiritual? I'm going to use my
This
last
thing
3rd level
scares
spell.
me.
I can't hold person. Prayer of healing is not going to save anybody because it's 10 minutes. And we're already in the middle of a rest. Brave Enfeeblement, it's just really never helped.
Guys, just buy me 60 rounds worth of time and I'll heal.
No, okay, I'm going to use my last as a spiritual weapon. Also, not sure why I rolled that advantage. It was not meant to be advantage.
That's alright.
And this
You're gonna put
time,
it like over the thing, I guess, in the tunnel.
spiritual weapon, what's the range on it? 30 feet?
60 for the first guys.
60? Ow. I'm going to put it here. That way it moves, it might still be in range.
Okay.
So it's gonna do a snacky poo on it. And rather than a skull, I'm gonna have it be like a slicing instrument of curved shape.
That headbutts it.
That hits it with the pommel, doesn't use the blade at all. No.
So scimitars.
More like a
God,
curved,
I suck
more
at
like a
drawing
giant
this
curved
shit.
dagger. I'll
Giant
draw it. I can move it anyway. Draw it.
How's that?
Word, that actually looks pretty good.
Alrighty. So it is the snake's turn.
What is its move speed?
70.
To find out. It is listed as light. That far. So, give spiritual weapon an attack of opportunity.
It doesn't do that.
It doesn't do that. Don't
doesn't
give
do
it
that.
shit. Alright. No, I'll just flip a coin. Darrow, defend
Me.
yourself.
You're about to get constricted, son.
That's a 16.
So the
Am I
snake,
about
like,
to face my fear? Because I'm making this canon now that he's afraid of snakes, and after this he's going to be terrified of snakes.
you've incredibly adequately met your fear. The snake kind of like rears back and like with the lightning like speed like strikes forward at you, but you manage to like out of pure like nerves, you just like jerk your shield upwards and manage to like the thing like kind of like you see like snake fangs like on either end of like your shield like coming upwards towards your arm. None of them actually catch you, but it was close. That being said, Skulker, you're up.
Skulker? Excuse Skulker.
Excuse Skulker.
Skulker hits this thing in the face.
Word. I'll be
My
right back
face.
in just a sec. My food's here.
I don't understand how that guy eats like 10 o'clock.
I mean, I just had 2 Reese's cups because.
Right, but that's like not a whole meal.
Yeah, I
I mean, it
don't
can.
eat like dinner. I usually like when I'm on a normal schedule. I don't eat dinner after 9:30 p.m.
I try not to, but I've definitely failed.
That was a waste
I
of
mean,
a roll.
like if you haven't had dinner up until this point, you're still gonna want dinner.
Oh yeah, of
Oh,
course.
I agree.
And in my case, I cannot fall asleep if I am hungry. Like it is
can.
It is impossible. And
I
there's
have.
the difference.
I have like. I can deal with being hungry way better than I can deal with being full. I hate the feeling of being full.
Interesting. I love Thanksgiving. I sit on the couch and I feel like a bowl of potatoes. Like just full and overflowing and
Why do you
like,
have to
way
wait
too
for
much
Thanksgiving
butter.
to feel like a bowl of potatoes?
Well, that's like the one time a year I allow myself.
Yeah, but I can't be overfull.
Or if I like drink way too much and then go out and have like second dinner, then that happens.
I'm here. Grappling hook, 17 hits.
Spiritual weapon was a mistake. Ignore.
Funny. Oh.
I also attack it with a spiritual grappling hook.
That's shaped like my penis.
If it hits for 24, I mean, 1, kudos. 2, I'll take. That 5 damage is only if it moves,
Yes, I was just
which
gonna verify
which it
that.
already kind of did. Yeah, Booming Blade doesn't really become effective until level 5 when it actually deals damage on hit.
Is that a thing?
Yep.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it'll.
Well, it will be
It's-
fucking awesome.
So yeah, it's 1d8 on move, and then at 5 it'll be like 2d8 on move and 1d8 on hit, and then cantrip wise each of those go up by 1d8, so it ends up being like 4d8 on move, 3d8 on hit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wait. I should get that in Shades, guys. Anyway. What's it called?
So much better than Green Flame Blade.
Let me...
Green Flame Blade is decent if you have a clump. That way it
Like, I mean,
hops.
you don't really need a clump, you just need 2 of them next to each other, which isn't that rare, but the thing is it splits your damage. The only reason I thought it was better is because it still guarantees a minimum like it adds one of your modifiers to it. So at earlier levels, it seemed notably better.
Kiri, you're up.
So, dude. Can I go shoot shit? That's what I do.
I mean,
Shoot it in the
imagine-
face.
I imagine you can back up now and keep shitting.
Nah.
Keep shitting.
Shoot it in his face.
Alright. It's not a solid roll. Let's see. Alright. So this one you actually sink the arrow like into the back of this thing's throat, and there's like a spurt of blood that kind of erupts out and gets all over Skulker. What's it called?
I am good at shooting things in the back of their
Sexy.
throats.
Level up
It's
juice.
a well-placed shot. Drink it, find out.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, saving throw.
No, I was a joke.
He's just a glutton for punishment, this one. Would you like to move, or does that conclude your turn?
I will move back. And I will basically, like, shield on with my body.
Okay. And is he gonna stay put?
Well, there's no way to move back, so yes.
Alright.
Scroll.
Darrow, you're up.
Skulker, do you want to retreat to force him to move?
Eh.
Bonus action. Move.
No, you don't want to retreat.
I mean, I can't retcon that I did that. Can we?
Nah, I
Okay.
won't allow that.
So, no. Don't worry about it. Just let's keep him at bay as we are.
Okay.
We'll start kiting him.
Now, spiritual weapon.
Okay.
What spiritual weapons do you have?
It hits. Catches him right in the
Which,
tail.
an additional 4 points of damage because it has blood in its veins.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I'm
I have
poisoning it.
I have to take off the 4 damage from the last hit also.
Yep. I need to keep better track of that, so I'm trying to just remind myself every time I use this. And since it's within smashing range, I'm going to smash it.
So that one, you're kind of
Ineffective.
close to the wall with your right hand. Like, you kind of, like, skitter along the wall with your mace, and, like, the blow kind of doesn't really, like, do much.
Skulker, you're cramping me. But I appreciate your company. Please don't leave me.
Okay. Skulker, defend yourself.
I did.
Nani?
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Here we
Wow.
go.
Make me an attack roll as well.
That's what you get. That's what I get.
So, you're too busy, like, nimbly dodging out of the way to actually get an effective, like, riposte, so to speak. I know you can't riposte with a grappling hook, but, like, your counterattack doesn't really land because you're too, like, on edge, I guess. But,
You dodge. Like, yes, I dodged. Wait, I can hit. Oh, I missed. Okay.
but it's now your turn again.
All right. Well, I have successfully wound up for a real attack.
Successfully, I would say so.
Yeah, well, that'll do it. Let's see.
Nani?
And I
It's
bonus
not
action.
bad. I'm sorry.
And I bonus action dismiss Lulu.
Alright.
Flavor.
She snuffles out of existence.
That's case we should call her back.
Stop.
Kiri.
Where did it go?
Yeah, what your girl's gonna do? Throw them arrows in that general direction.
Yeah, no, it definitely hits. You don't sink it in the back of his throat. This one kind of lands like more towards like the upper body, but it still definitely hits in like a solid fashion.
Does it squirt anything on me?
Not this time. More on the
Damn.
cave wall.
Missed. I lick it off the cave wall.
So
I am
this
protein.
thing appears to be a boa. and less of a viper, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You also,
Fucking
when you
zoology
had its
pages.
fangs like on your shield, like in your face, you did not see any secretions like dripping.
Okay, good. Thank God, because I don't have that one prepared.
I am not feeling that mean.
Damn it, we could have sold it to the guy.
Yo, we still can sell things to the guy for.
I mean, I'm gonna make a hella nice dagger.
That's true.
Double dagger.
Anzu's gonna just chill for now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shield the shit out of him.
Okay.
Wait, did Anzu get enough rest to have chill breath or no?
Not yet.
If I didn't get my spells back, he sure as hell didn't get his rest back.
I'll just give a big old fuck you to Darrow and say yes.
Yo, Connor, I wouldn't be surprised. Just like, I'm spiting you, not because I hate you, but just because it's fun.
Just because I can laugh about it. No, he does not have his breath yet.
Anzu actually gets enough rest between his turns for chill breath.
It's exactly now.
Darrow, you're up.
Okay. Spiritual weapon probably doesn't hit.
It does, actually.
Oh, word. Additional 4 damage on top of the D8. So it's 1d8 plus 8.
Yeah.
That's pretty fresh. Like, just as a class ability, the fucking... What is it called again? Bloodletting Focus?
Bloodletting Focus, yeah. It's gnarly.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Especially with Spiritual Weapon, it's just... Based for 10 rounds of combat, it's... like 1d8 plus fucking 8.
Yeah.
And if I catch Spiritual Weapon at a higher level, it goes up.
Today I learned you can cast Spiritual Weapon at a higher level. Anyway, I'm going to try and do a better job of keeping track of Bloodletting Focus also.
I mean, it's confusing because I would add it to the spell's damage, but that doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make like a note?
And I could have, like how Josh has subtext, like
Yeah.
lol's shield. I could add like spicy blood or something. I don't know. What's my action gonna be? My action is probably just gonna be smash. Smash. It's a nice smash.
You catch the thing like right on the nose, and you hear like the crunching of bone as like blood spurts out all over the two of you.
Yes!
Getting excited. Smell of blood in the air.
He's getting showered in blood and just having like this most euphoric time, and I don't know what to think
I
of it.
am. I have an obsession with blood. If you.
This is...
So you see, like, the pupils of the snake dilate as it lets out like a long, low, like, and like its tail kind of like twitches.
I hiss back.
If it were an orc, the vein would be popping on his forehead. Flavor text, enrage time.
Oh my god, the snake has enraged too? The fuck?
Fucking everything can enrage. It's a class feature. Yeah, sure.
I have done
A horde
a-
of bats attack you. They have veins that pop out of their heads. They are enraged. What?
I have done a net total of 0 damage to you guys so far this encounter.
I have a vein in
That's
my
fair.
forehead. Can I enrage?
It's fair.
Let's get you low enough on health and we'll find out. I need you both to defend yourselves. Also, who's gonna be the unlucky one?
Josh.
Let's see.
Josh got us into shit in the first place.
Oh my god, I just can't low roll.
Is it just
nice.
regular or
2 19s in a row, dude.
You're just very afraid of snakes, dude.
I'm on edge. I'm just like, stay the fuck away from me.
Your fight or
Fucking-
flight response turned into a definite fight.
Yep. So who's is someone getting hit twice?
No. It tries, like, it snaps at Darrow, and then tries, like, leveraging its weight over to kind of like fall on top of Skulker, but Skulker sort of like moves out of the way, like very nimbly, avoids contact. Kiri, you're up.
Bonus action.
Gonna,
Avoid
like-
enemy falling on me.
Sink more arrows into this boy.
Yeah, squirt more blood.
It's been pretty
I forgot.
freaking,
You
like,
hit him, but you land it.
consistent.
The shot's like lower on his body. It's less from like the critical like head neck area.
It's been pretty consistent that I start attacking at, like, high rolls, and as the longer we stay in battle, it just gets lower and lower. I've
Kiri
noticed
just loses
that.
her thunder.
She works well on adrenaline, and when it slows down.
That adrenaline hangover is nasty. I feel you.
I forgot
Darrow.
that I could reduce my own health to heal people.
And it's true.
Heal the
Also,
snake, so it
question.
stops raging.
So I have the feature, the blood magic, that I can reduce my health by 2d4 to add that amount of damage to the spell. It says when I cast a damaging spell. So since I already cast Spiritual Weapon, I can't reduce my health on a hit of the Spiritual Weapon, can I?
I don't see why not. I mean,
Kind of what I was
Either
thinking.
way,
'cause
you're
otherwise,
losing health.
if I cast Spiritual Weapon and I reduce my blood, then every hit of the
hit.
spiritual hit weapon would have that additional damage.
Or none of them, because you're not casting spiritual weapon anymore. Like, spiritual weapon does no damage on cast.
It does. It makes an attack on cast.
Okay, so then
So then by casting the spell with the blood, I'd only do the extra damage to the first hit.
as a munchkin, I would bet that's what happens, but I mean, I'm not gonna bother looking it up. So
that's how I'd like to run it.
So I will not post-mortemly do it. So that's just going to be regular old boop.
Boop. Just a regular boop.
Regular,
Boop
just
on the nose.
just jab with the spiritual weapon. And how is this thing looking? Is it like
Very beat up. Bloody,
Very
I think
vague, poppy.
the proper word would be. Whatever, like, the 3/4 like, fucked up. Because there's 4 terms, right?
yeah,
Whatever the third
two.
one is.
healthy, hurt, bloody, and critical.
I'd say it's closer to critical. Not quite critical yet, but, like, just flying under that.
Power move.
Big dick energy.
Big dick energy. Oh, it's right. It just casts the fucking. Oh, I keep forgetting that it doesn't. Okay. Roll 1d6. No, not 1d20 plus.
That's disadvantage, right? Because it's range thing in 5 feet.
Oh, fuck. Fuck that then. Thank you for mentioning. I always forget that's a thing.
Don't thank me, thank Josh. He's the one who taught me.
And that's a natural 1 on the mace.
Yeah, you kind of go for, like, the big overhead swing, and you just catch your mace on the wall.
Because I'm just getting. I was like, go away! Oh, where'd my mace go? Shit, come back here. I need you.
You literally boop him on the nose.
Alrighty. Both of you defend yourselves, please.
Boop.
Hey, do I get hit?
You do. Oh, shit. I actually did damage to one of you guys.
The excitement.
I was like, so do I get hit? I mean, I could take a hit before this thing dies. It'll make Connor feel better.
Scott is not even
Can
here.
you hear, like, the surprise in my voice?
Yes,
Yeah.
completely.
How low do I have to roll? I had to roll a 7.
Yeah.
Which isn't that low for us.
I don't think this thing will make it to next round. 16 is the cutoff for this. So, you're pretty much right there.
Yep.
So you're going to take 11 piercing damage as the fangs kind of, like, sink their way into your arm. It's a
that could
big
be
boy.
Ouchie.
That
Yeah,
could have caused problems.
it hurts. Enable no clip, fly into the wall. Alright, Skulker, you're up.
I pull a Homer Simpson, just blend into the wall.
I am going to reshape the map. Just kidding.
Now? You do this now? We're so close to being done.
I want to give it a fighting chance.
Whatever you do, don't let it get away, because we're going to have to do this all again when we're up in the morning.
Let it get away. I want those trophies.
The thing is now leaking blood from several wounds. You can tell its movements are slower. This is definitely in between the critical and death.
What movements? No, I know what you mean. Like it's, yeah.
If it were to try to retreat, it would not only take booming blade damage, but it would be like slower than normal.
It would also probably die. I mean, what? Tyria, you're up.
The only thing I can do. And I'm gonna
Do the
keep
coup
doing
de
it.
grace.
She's gonna kill it off.
Do
Gets lower and lower every time.
Do it.
We should wait, guys. We should lure it to the tentacle monster and watch them fight.
No.
Yeah,
That might
Sounds like a
be
terrible
good.
idea.
So,
I can think of
Tyria
worse
kind of
ideas.
sinks an arrow like into the side of its head, and you see now that the thing kind of like quivers, and sort of just like falls into like a mass, and is now like dying in front of you, kind of, and it's like limply like lashing out at you, but like easily enough to dodge where I wouldn't even make you roll a defense roll for it. Like enough of the muscles in its like neck and head have been like severed and stuff where it's like just not looking good. It's bleeding from the throat.
I mean, which means it is looking good as far as we care.
Mm-hmm.
Still alive, but
Oh, that's not good.
no, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty much yours to do with as you wish. at this
barely
point.
functioning. It's either let it die or coup de grace.
Yeah, pretty much. The choice is yours. It is in the down state.
If I casted Firebolt, would it reach a new level of enraged?
Want to find out?
Kind of.
There, you're up. Thing is just like
Bonk.
sputtering and oof. So with one like crunching blow.
I would like to avoid destroying the teeth, if possible.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You land it like right on the forehead as the skull of this thing just caves in, and like the entire body goes limp.
You can rest now. I'm sorry we disturbed your home so violently, but we need to go past. I then take out a knife
We need to
and
sleep.
start cutting its tooth out.
Yeah, surely. There's
I mean,
4 fangs that would make good daggers. The rest maybe arrowheads or something along those lines. But like the top 2 and the bottom 2, you know the ones I'm talking about.
oh
Yeah, like the main fangs.
Yeah.
if they're not all the exact same size, I'd probably want to try to keep like the 2 tops together and the 2 bottoms.
I would like to gather the ones that would make
you
good
can have
arrows.
the two big ones, and you can make knives out of them.
Actually, are they big enough to be short sword?
No,
Nah.
Okay.
they'd make a good dagger, like a hip dagger,
Mm-hmm.
How
like a jabby
many
dagger.
teeth could I find for like good arrowheads?
Ooh.
Do snakes have more
Roll
than
me a
4
survival
teeth?
check.
Crawl in the mouth and find out.
Well, no, it's about like how effectively you can like cut them out. Ooh,
Ah!
you managed to get 25 teeth out.
What the fuck?
Do snakes actually have more than?
I don't
I
think
found
so,
them.
For nat 20, I'll allow it. I was
How many
originally
daggers
thinking
did I
like,
find?
Oh,
2. I was originally thinking like
pythons
4.
and boa constrictors do have smaller teeth.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
Well, shit.
Yeah. The venomous pythons don't.
Today I fucking learned.
Yeah, same. Google told me.
So are the fangs basically the same as a dagger? Do I have to like craft them or? Oh, okay. Like I'm okay with starting up a hobby of adding a handle to it.
Twofers.
You know,
I'm
stricter
calling it
fangs.
snack twofers.
I shoot a snake twofer at the snake.
I got snake twofers.
Yeah, vipers have fangs, and that's it. But boa constrictors have like multiple teeth that they use to latch on in multiple areas to hold the prey in and like continue to funnel it.
Interesting.
Yes,
So,
they
like-
learned.
Vipers put all their evolution points into the poison attack,
Yep,
whereas boa constrictors put points into grappling.
correct.
Poison versus piercing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so our rest was effectively ixnayed by this, so start again.
We should probably get a little bit closer into the room.
I guess.
I mean, yeah, we could probably be closer to the shore now, right? I mean, we're
Unless it had a brother or a wife
Yeah,
or a
we're-
child.
checking the water out. Like,
Or a
how's the water
family of 100.
How are you guys checking the water out?
with perception?
I would
By
like to
taking a
fly
face
over
plant.
and do perception.
Surely.
I'm gonna do a
You're
flyover.
gonna need to carry a torch with you, otherwise you might fly into something.
Okay, I will carry a torch. with me.
Or can I have her take Lulu? And Lulu, with 30 feet of dark vision, look in the water.
You'd be able to see, but Carrie still might fly into a stalactite.
Well, no, Kiri could just manage the fly. Oh, wow.
Like, she needs to see where she's
It
flying.
took you a second there.
Kiri's not looking in the water. Oh, she can't see anything. Okay.
Yeah, she can have a torch.
Okay,
Bonus
I
to makes that
will
check
let
for 30
me
the shore.
the perceptions. And I'm gonna take away my torch.
Okay. It's tough to
That's
really
a
say because there's like a
rock.
reflection from the torch on the surface of the water as you fly over.
It
so
was
you
a
can't
lot
really
easier
get
when you
much.
had dark vision.
This was a lot easier if I had.
But there are no disturbances in the surface of the water.
Alright, so let's restart the watch.
We don't have to restart it. We got through. Let's see. Skulker got 4 hours of sleep. The rest of you got 2.
Wait,
So
how?
So I'm gonna leave this picture up for next time, so everyone knows where we left off.
Cool.
This is where I'm gonna call it for tonight.
Yeah.
Very fair.
we don't even get to find out if we make it through the night unscathed.
No. You're gonna
It'll
have
be
to find
like
out next
halfway into tomorrow by the time you finish up. But yeah.
Oh my god.
Do we level up?
Uh,
Do we drink
No.
level up juice?
not
No.
yet.
Okay.
If
Um,
I eat the snake, will I level up?
time.
Honestly, snake meat very high in protein. Like a pretty good thing to have ration wise.
Fair
Granted,
point.
you need a way to preserve it, but it's very like nutrient rich and dense. Very
We could
dangerous
still
also.
Cut some pieces up and cook them over a fire.
And cook it.
Yeah.
We do have a torch going, so
Yeah,
you
we'll
can
do
use
that
the
for
torch to
breakfast.
make a fire. Actually, we don't have any fire. Note to self. I'm actually going to write a note to self. Note to self. Bring wood with you in the bag of holding.
Well, here's the thing for preserving it. The bag of holding's a vacuum, right?
Things still rot in it.
Mm-hmm.
What? No.
Why do you
no,
think
no, no,
all
no,
of the
no.
bodies
Anaerobic-
and all of the things that ever go in the bag of rot?
Anaerobic bacteria. Bacteria survive in space. Like probably making it a bag of holding.
Yeah, but does
So the reason things don't rot in space is because it's literally 0 degrees Kelvin. The bag of holding is room
misconception.
Okay. The vacuum of space is so cold it has an absence of temperature.
It has an
It's not
absence
0
of temperature,
Kelvin,
but
but
it
isn't
doesn't.
like negative 200 Fahrenheit. Granted, okay, if you're outside of a spaceship without a space suit, the side of you that's facing the sun is basically boiled alive, and the side of you that's facing away from the sun is like frozen completely.
Because since there's no air or particles to interact with your body, there's nothing that transfers heat to or from you.
Unless it's from radiation at the sun.
Right. So it's not 0 degrees or even like 10 degrees Kelvin because there's nothing to actually like chill you. There's nothing that has an absence of heat that hits you and says, hey, I need to absorb a bunch of this heat. There's just the lack of anything. But what does happen, as found out by this one guy who was ejected from the airlock for like 10 seconds, or no, I think he was testing something on Earth in a vacuum. His tongue felt like it was boiling because the evaporative pressure, like because the distinct lack of humidity meant that all the moisture was like, yo, we can fucking evaporate, bruh.
Yep.
And all of it
Equilibrium just starts like sucking you dry.
Yeah. So that's why I was thinking it would preserve it, because it sucks the moisture out of things. And like that's one of the reasons that honey preserves itself for so long. Because any bacteria that gets in it tends to have more moisture content than the honey, so by osmosis, the bacteria loses its water to the
Just
point
gets
that it's
desiccated to death.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't know that about honey. Unfortunately, I'm gonna keep it as
food rots in the vacuum.
Yeah.
Does it rot faster or the same-ish rate?
Same-ish rate.
Blah.
Yeah.
Gonna go construct a vacuum, BRB.
Yeah, put a portal hole inside of it. Rip open a portal to the astral plane. Although if you guys ever derail me that hard, that is something I will call session for, so I can start planning our plane traveling campaign and not like it's like, oh fuck it, well, like I'll wing this voyage into the astral plane and see how it goes. Like I'm okay at improv, but I'm not that good at improv.
Also, if you do ever actually construct a bag of holding IRL, please come get me.
Bag of holding is not a vacuum. It is a pocket dimension of the astral plane.
So
therefore, the rules of time apply.
Oh. Well, I mean, I was already assuming time applies, but I guess the question still is, how does space apply?
It's a pocket dimension. So, Connor's thing of things technically could survive there, but they die very quickly, just because reasons.
Okay. So it's not technically... It's not space, but it's like space in most regards of, like, things can't survive
amount of
there.
space.
Yes.
It has a finite amount of air within it.
Basically, yes. So when you open it, it gets filled with air. You close it, the air gets consumed.
Okay.
There's also, so therefore things rot because time applies to it. And there's an item that's been created called the Bag of Colding that stops things from rotting.
That's fucking awesome. Just a portable freezer bag?
Basically.
Alright. Those are officially a thing in this world now. I'm not going to tell you where to find them, though. Incredibly rare, mind you. Rarer than a bag of holding is. But I've decided those are a part of my world now.
Alright. Well, it is almost 5 a.m.
Good game. We killed lots of things. I'm going to head off.
Thank Lulu.
Fucking orcs.
Yeah, thanks for poking me awake, Lulu.
I like having a horn up my ass.
Anzu almost died. That was not good.
It's okay. We'll figure it out. Wow, Discord. Thanks, Discord. Alright, you guys, well, that will be it for stream today. Have a good morning, evening, and night, depending where you're from, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.